Oh, it's chilled this Sunday. It's a Chilled on Sunday podcast. I'm Danny Chaz, that's Chef Danny Art, and there's Becca Boo. Warning before we go any further, we're going to say some words. We're going to say PP, we're going to say RRs, and we're going to say shit. If you don't like that type of language, there's going to be plenty more of it. Click a like on the way out and fuck off. So, how are we all doing? Are we good?
Huh? Bullshit, I've missed this.
Yeah, PP, you've got to get strong.
Yeah. Bollocks.
Yeah. Bollocks. It's gonna fuck up, fucking hell. And like proper English, like dirty.
Yeah. Like cheers. That. I have been missing this too, Becca. This is it's like putting on an old pair of pants that you haven't been in a while.
It's like having a bath with your socks on.
Out of the nose. All right.
Have you never heard that saying before, Jeff?
No.
That's the way old people describe birth control with condoms.
Oh, okay.
Is it condoms?
Old people
call it? Yeah, they say, it's like a bath with your socks on. Yeah. Right. That's what old people from the 80s describe it as. Since I'm from the 90s. No, I've never done it. So, sorry I've been away for a few weeks, everybody. I've been dealing with some stuff in my personal life. And that's what you're getting. So, I've been dealing with stuff in my personal life. It's took me a couple of weeks. Now I'm back. I'm Danny Chaz. Right. That's that out of the way. So, Jeff, new jobs. As your transition?
I wouldn't call it that, but yeah, I mean, it was great to have last Sunday off too. Like we took our time for ourselves because, man, I've had a whirlwind of a couple of weeks, man. Yeah, quit my job of 13 and a half years and literally just like got my last paycheck and went straight into something that's literally not even open yet. So I took a big swing and I've been studying my ass off. Trying to get all into the mode of the next gig. And yeah, it was a little scary, man. But like I said earlier, if Richie could do it, I could do it. So, you know, it's kind of weird. It's like, you know, everything's in a different spot. You know, the best part is everyone is new, right? So it's not like I'm stepping into some place that's like, everybody knows everybody knows everything, and I'm trying to just like work my way into the system. People are asking each other questions all the time. So, you know, it's nice to like be on the ground floor. You don't really get that opportunity very much with restaurants. You know what I mean? Places are usually just have been going for a while. So yeah, man, it's been cool. A little nervous some days, but you know, I've been pressure releasing, as it were, to you know, releasing the stress as much as I can. Yeah, but we're ready, man. I just can't wait to, you know, get back into like a day-to-day routine. And but things are good around here, man. Yeah. I'm going through the pollinating right now, which if you don't know, Southern United States horticulture. I got some pictures in the Discord for you if you guys want to see them. But yeah, it's the pollinating around here. So I'm not even going outside today because there's like it's everywhere. There's just pollen floating in the air and it's on everything. And yeah, once you step out the front door, it's pretty gross. So yeah, it's pretty nuts. So yeah, man, that's what's been on around here. It's we're getting storms tomorrow. So hopefully we'll wash a bunch of this fucking pollen away. The harder it rains, the better. But we'll see. There's like rivers of it around here. You're like, eh.
When's the opening day, Jeff? When's the first day or the first people walk through the door?
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday afternoon. So I can't wait. I'm working just straight through.
Are you fully booked, or is it a friends and family day, or is it?
No, man, we've already had those. Opening? Yeah, it's the actual like first day. Nice. Everything else has been kind of a dry run. I mean, they're strangers to me, so it's not really a difference, right? But yeah, we've had like VIP nights and just a way for like the kitchen to get their reps in and everybody to kind of,
You'll be good. You'll be cool. I mean, you've had like 13 years of opening night every night, because it isn't the same people come through the doors every night, is it?
True. Yeah. So it's just kind of getting in your routine, getting all the computer stuff down, and we're on our way, baby. I'm
Same
excited.
as my job. When I have to go and meet people, like, you got 30 seconds to win them over.
Yeah, see, it's not the waiting of the tables that I'm worried about. It's more like all the new food, the
kitchen.
computers.
It's the kitchen.
I got new people next to me who I've just met,
Mm-hmm.
but that's the exciting part. I've met like 100 new people in the last like 7 days, so it's kind of crazy, man. I've been in different cities, going through reps in places that are already established. So
yeah,
I really do feel like if this was the Titanic, I'm like at the front of the boat holding Kate Winslet, like I'm like right at the forefront of all
it's
what's
not Kate
about
Winslet,
to
is
go
it?
down. Yeah,
it's not Kate Winslet though. It's you and Richie on the front of the boat.
yeah, I'm like holding him up, or
she
trying
lets
to hold
him
him up.
drown, Jeff. That's
No, I meant
and there's plenty of room on that dresser.
I meant just that scene. How about that? So,
there's plenty of room on that piece of wood she's got as well. Like, she's a bitch.
She let him.
It's a class thing, isn't it? Because he was lower than her, so it was like, let him swim with all the other ruffians. Yeah,
I saw a meme today actually that it had Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, and under Kate Winslet it said 5'7" feet, and under Leonardo DiCaprio it said 19,320 feet. I was like, poor Jack, that bitch. But no, I meant like I feel like we're all just gonna like open this gigantic thing, and I already know it's gonna be a fucking hit just from my years of experience and just looking at what's happening in front of me. I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna be great. So yeah, man, it's put me in like a pretty damn good mood, because it's like something to look forward to after, kind of breaking a long routine. So you just kind of jump off the diving board and find out what the temperature's like, really.
Mm-hmm.
if I've got to share a piece of wood with Kate Winslet, she's my dinner. She ain't knocking me off the piece of wood, and she's going to be a couple of meals.
Oh my god,
the same.
Yeah.
The same. So Becca, how you been? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
I'm doing.
You look
all
like
right.
you're doing all right.
It's super congested all the fucking time now, because it's springtime in Oklahoma.
And plus, you're recovering from a serious cold that you had,
Well,
weren't you?
yeah, that's been almost 2 months now, right?
But it still hangs on you, doesn't it? That stuff. Are you good with
But
that?
yeah, no, it does. And then spring being spring doesn't help.
Right.
The white blooms of the Bradford pear are the bane of my existence. Oh my
That
god!
sounds really,
Nose,
really. It sounds really beautiful, though.
They are. They're gorgeous to look at. But and then you get high winds.
Oh yeah.
So it blows it all, like my whole front entryway. Like I had already gone out there and like cleaned up all the leaves and shit, because I knew that these winds were like, I knew. Like cleaned up all the leaves and all, and then it just blew all that stuff.
I mean, secret time. I live a little bit out of town now, and I'm surrounded by farms, and they're cutting their wheat. But there's a certain time of year when they cut their wheat, and I know when it is. I wake up like that. I'm like completely, yeah.
Here, I'll go ahead. This is a good time for this. So this is the picture I took.
What you got?
Yep.
So an hour before I took this picture, I wrote I put that on the hood with my finger. So the oils from my fingers pick up this pollen. So that's why you could see that's how much it look on the windshield, how it's caked.
What have you put on the hood? Is that like a dick? What have you wrote?
No, I just wrote like some scribbles
on hood,
because to show you how the oil in my fingers picks up pollen as it's like there. And this is like the street. It's just like everywhere, man. It's everywhere. So Yeah, man, it's an interesting time in America right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the winds are blowing, the pollen is everywhere, and Mr. Mikey Unlikely says,
On hood.
Fucking dynamite dropping, Mikey. Fuck yeah.
Talking to Mike, did you see he's well excited? He's got his test presses come through and everything's
Hell
going
yeah,
great.
dude.
His side. And then he done the advert on Instagram where he's showing his test presses. He's about to play the new song and gives you about 3 bars and goes, I ain't gonna play the song for you. Go out and buy a Bandcamp and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's a perfect salesman. He's probably sold out, Mikey.
Is it sell out already? Wow.
Yeah. He's already sending like Chaz Corp stuff for me to punt. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. How you doing, Mikey? You want a link?
Yeah, let him promo it himself.
Pre-sales are he's underway. He said, Mikey, you want me to send you a link? I've got no problem with doing that. Jeff, you want to have a little chat while I do that?
Yeah.
So
I look like a nerd when I'm doing it. I'm like, like on the screen.
So do you guys have reservations already set for Wednesday?
Oh yeah. It's been open online, and the crazy thing was like even during like the practice parties basically we were doing, there was people coming in like, we had signs and everything, but they were seeing like what was going on in there, and they were like just walking in like, can we eat here? And they were like, we're not open. And these 2 guys were like, what do you mean? Because all of this shit's happening in the restaurant.
Right.
Like, they're like, what? They're like, no, this is like not open to the public. And he was like, they're like, oh, okay. So people are already like getting attracted, just like
that's awesome.
being near the place.
Traffic.
Yeah. And you could see like there's the entire length of the restaurant, both sides. It's just open windows, not open windows, but like just giant panes of glass. So anyone within like 100 yards of it is like, what is going on in there? So it's going to have that element to it. And I don't know how far along we are as far as like opening night, but I'm already booked for like starting Wednesday. I'm fucking booked solid.
You should be really pushy, Jeff, and start putting up artwork with price tags hanging off it.
Oh yeah, I've already talked to them for they need some stuff in like the banquet like area, and I have giant paintings just like laying around. So
you're gonna have your card like in like a brass little thing underneath.
Yeah, you will. No, but you do.
I will though.
So that those people will know.
Yeah, we'll get it worked out. But yeah, I mean, we've got to fill like space in there, and I've already talked to them about maybe putting something up. So we'll see. I've got a new job, so I don't really need like to be doing that right now. But why not do both?
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
I mean,
yeah,
based on what you have already.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe not necessarily
exactly
a new commissioned piece, but
yeah, I'd rather someone else look at it. I've looked at it enough. I made the fucking thing, so I'm like,
if I printed up some Children's Sunday cards because you like to slip them to the customers as they go out, like say, like you're palming off 20, like just and they go, what's this? And it's Children's Sunday podcast,
Chaz Corp cards. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, we need to inject our numbers.
Yeah, sure. Just send me a pile of cards.
Yeah. Well, I'll send you the fee. You just photocopy it. It's be all right. Don't matter what paper it's on.
Photocopy it. All right. High class, that Chaz Corp.
Yeah, right.
Thank God you don't build monorails. Fucking everybody be dying.
Tell you what, though, the bit of rain you're having across America, anything I build would fall down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, man. What 90-mile-an-hour winds and shit?
How you doing, Becca? You ain't catching any weather?
Oh no, absolutely.
Oh, you are?
It's spring.
No
I
matter
was
what,
in
you
I
seem
was
to
in
catch it
Mikey's
better.
chat last night. I was in
Yeah.
Mikey's chat last night, and for like I got there, I might have been there like 5 minutes
Hmm.
before I had to switch to weather. I had it on TV, but TV was lagging too hard.
Hmm.
So yeah, they
Yeah,
had
man.
like tennis ball size hail north of me. I need that shit to just stay away from me this season. Please and thank
Yeah.
you. I
Super
can't.
Do you ever
dangerous,
not
man.
get the weather? Like anytime there's a
In
weather, Becca,
Oklahoma?
you seem to cop it. Are you like right in the epicenter of like Weathersville? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what Tornado Alley is, Danny?
hmm
I've heard of Tornado Alley. So is that Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Basically.
It's like the entire state of Oklahoma, basically. So
If you
sorry, I'll let
can,
her speak to that.
or I can maybe try and find it. But May 3rd, 1999. There's some fun video
Does it
out there.
basically Tornado Alley
That
follow
was
the
my
Bible Belt?
first experience with like a tornado near me.
Yeah.
hmm
I don't think I've ever been near a tornado. I've had 100-odd-mile-an-hour winds, like when it's like 150-mile-an-hour winds and stuff like that. But I've never. Don't think I've
I
ever
was at
been near
work
a tornado.
on May 3rd.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, this is wild. Holy
It
shit. Can I
picked
show
up.
this? Of
It
course we can.
it picked up about half a block south of me and set back down half a block north of me.
Yeah, so check this out.
It got a bit windy once, and my umbrella went inside out.
I mean, that's not. Yeah, your
That's
poor
not it.
umbrella.
Yeah.
That's part of it. It became an F5. Like it was one of the
Wow.
biggest.
Look at that.
Driving home, which is
Is that car in the tree?
about 10 miles, maybe 13 miles between where I was working and where I lived.
Look at
Yeah,
that
look at that
shit.
motherfucker.
What up, Maurice?
Yeah, I'm sorry my
Wow.
photos aren't really doing, but I mean, look at that.
It,
I can see
Just
them.
it was
sheer
like a war
devastation.
zone. I got on the highway and I was just sort of weaving between 2x4s and totaled cars.
Look at that debris. Oh my God.
Oh, it
Look
was
at that.
insane.
Oh man.
Wow.
It was insanity. Look at that. But yeah, like
That's crazy.
with the radar, and then you see the size of that wedge. That's not the
Yeah.
storm, that's the wedge.
Right. Yeah, man.
So when I say I deal with a little storm anxiety, like
Yeah.
it is what it is. You do what you can to prepare. You know,
Mhm.
you make sure that you've got the important shit all in one spot so you can grab and but yeah.
Do you
It's
get this
real.
weather as well, Jeff? Are you
Now
part
that
of
doesn't
Tornado Alley?
happen every year. Stuff like that doesn't happen every
No,
year.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna say that.
historical. Yeah.
That's
Like once
yeah.
is enough.
But we get tornadic weather, and an F3 can destroy your house.
We get gale force winds and storms and stuff, but like you said, it's like there's a lot of distance between. There's a lot of time between them. You know. You're right, you're right, Maurice. How you doing? Yeah, like we get some. Like we've had some bad ones, but never like what you get. It's just Danny gets
I
fingered.
couldn't help myself.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mm.
Episode 41. Danny gets fingered.
Oh, we're doing the Dragon Dick podcast, aren't we? So
Yeah, right.
I
This is
love.
episode 1.
It's just great.
I
I can
love-
just turn you both into ham puppets.
All right. Hey, buddy. What are you doing, guy? Damn, I miss you guys.
I was going to turn this into the Dick on Sunday podcast, wasn't I? Yeah. I was making Boogie squirm. I love making Boogie squirm.
Mhm.
And yeah, I was making him a mad way squirm while Richie was laughing.
That's basically what we do.
That's basically what I do. If you watch the sesh, every time I open my mouth, mad ways of Boogie flinch. And Richie laughs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my whole goal in life. Here we go. It is the secret. They don't watch this. They're never going to know.
Yeah.
Some of the most fun I have in the sesh is when Jeff sees my comments.
Yeah.
because I can tell like the moment there's a delay, obviously.
It hits you. Yeah.
So I can tell in that moment, like, yep.
You're
You
like,
just see it.
Yep. One of
waiting
these
for
days
it,
I'm gonna
like,
screenshot it because it cracks me up every time.
As a
cracks me up
viewer, you get to know when we're reading as well. You know our head direction.
Yeah.
Because when I'm watching
Mhm.
Jeff and stuff, I know that when he looks over there, he's reading what I've just wrote. Or same with Mikey. If Mikey walks over to his front left, our bottom right. When as he walks over, I think right, he's read my comment. When I see him ignore it but smile, like and yeah, I don't read a lot of comments when I'm on the sesh, but I do read Becca's. When I see your name, I always look across. Yeah. I always look across. A lot of the others.
Insight. Yeah.
A lot of them are like insults thrown my way, so I ignore them. And so, so any of the 5150 stuff, like, is normally some sort of bean toe screaming at me, like things like that. But yours, Jibbies, Maurice, I always look. I think I'll read that one. I'll read that one. Yeah. I like it when you and Miss Catherine just start having your own conversation in the
No, it happens every time too.
Yeah.
Every time.
No matter what we're talking about, I look at the session and I think, what do you mean, wow? We're talking about a tragedy, but
and I don't put them on the screen because I'm like, they're talking to each other. I don't know if this is like, put it on the screen.
We should have another window just for them.
Usually, yeah. More often than not, it starts with something you guys have said.
Yeah. Okay.
But so then we kind of go off into, like if you don't, you got to scroll way up.
Well, we could do a little box with like Oklahoma chat in it, and it's just like, your own thing with Birdie.
Oh yeah, sometimes we're just talking about our day.
Oh, we'll just have an Unchained box on this. On Sundays, we have an Unchained box.
Oh Lord.
Unchained and Gorilla Strong.
That could get. Wait, can you do that and like have it be on the screen?
Yeah.
Where it just pulls specific people?
Yeah.
Could do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Our bots are very clever. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
We just have Unchained coming up underneath mine.
Yeah.
Jeff gets a good rap from the chat, really. The chat's always on your side, Jeff, isn't they? So.
Yep.
I mean,
you don't
couldn't even hold that one together, man.
Until he shaved.
Yeah. You don't get what I get, though.
Yeah, right when you shave your beard, apparently everybody fucking comes at
you. Do look like a lot of
hair
things.
was like a shield for my personality. I don't know.
But you do look like a lot of things, Jeff.
Thanks, I guess.
I've got Jeff looks like Colombian Jamie.
Well,
wait, who?
You mean White Jamie?
Yeah, White Jamie from Colombia.
Okay. Colombian Jamie looks like Colombian Jamie.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that was.
I've got him written down. Jeff looks like he's part of Horizon RP. I've got Jeff looks like Danny Masterson.
Oh my god.
And Jeff looks like Big Pun for some reason. I don't know why I wrote
Big Pun.
Oh my god.
I wasted when I wrote that. Yeah.
No, I had a. What did somebody say to me?
You do look like a Colombian Jamie, though.
Thanks. I had somebody say, they said, you look like you're about to ask me about my Roth IRA.
Oh, mate.
I don't know why that struck so deep to the bone. I was like, oh, dang.
Some of them were getting really, really obscure.
Yeah.
Like,
but eventually you got to take it there. into Crazy Town, I guess. So.
I like it when Boogie and Madways try and do it, and they're like, Jeff looks like he kind of, the shits that like, kind of like looks like a dude who like sort of looks like like a nerd. But you think it's a quick sentence. It's a quick sentence, Boogie. Yeah.
Mikey, what are you doing?
What's he right? He looks like a pretentious artist.
Why don't you come on screen and say it?
Yeah, he's scared. He's scared. I still think the best one was Browsy when she said that Jeff looks like an extra from She's All That.
Why did
I
read that?
Some different colored squares. Yeah.
Fuck you, Mikey.
Well, if you Google the Fibonacci sequence and the light spectrum, you won't sound like such a moron. Sorry.
And there you have it.
Sometimes I defend my art when it's necessary.
I knew this was going to happen, Beck. I really did.
That's how a pretentious artist takes criticism. How's it going?
So, me and Beck are going to take a break while you just defend.
Okay. This is Hollywood Squares, which is fun.
I like the one above the robots.
Yeah, I like that one above the robot.
Oh yeah, that's a little fluid thing where you do a bunch of acrylics and you add glue to it, and you just kind of. I don't know.
The only problem is it's upside down.
Well, it could be really anyway, but yeah, there you go. But yeah, that takes like 10 minutes, and that's good for when you got
10 minutes.
Yeah, well, then it has a million years to dry because there's glue introduced to it, shit. But yeah, man, it's fun for like kids, and it's not really technical or hard. So
I like it.
Yeah. Some of them turn out shitty, and like it's all brown and like mud, and sometimes they come out like kind of. So yeah, yes, sir.
It's like when they attach the paint to a pendulum. I couldn't come up with the word.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've seen it where they like
sort of throws it and does weird. Yeah.
I've seen dudes that like poke holes in a paint can with like a screwdriver, attach it to a string, and then just like spin the thing, and it just like fucking spraying everywhere. Like
Jeff's got wires on his ceiling, when he goes along, he scoots along. He does the thing with the paintbrushes naked.
Yeah, from the Big Lebowski.
Yeah. He's got like the Big Lebowski, but he's got 3 paintbrushes. He's got one in each hand, and then off he goes.
Where's the third one? I don't even want to ask.
There's masking tape involved.
Is there? There's a lot involved with that. But yeah, dude, sometimes it's supposed to be just like fucking fun. There's some stuff that I've done.
Oh, I like that one. That one that you said 10 minutes. Yeah. I would hang that one. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh
There's
yeah.
so much stuff you
that's
guys
very cool.
Seen. So that's the cool part. Just been doing it for so long, they just keep piling up. But yeah, man. Sometimes I'll just see something and be like, I could see that in the way that I do it. So I just try to do that. That's it.
Nice.
Right.
Jeff looks like a lost boy.
Like from Peter Pan?
Nah, from the Lost Boys.
Oh, the movie The Lost Boys. I thought you meant like
Vampire.
From Peter Pan. I was like, what?
What's wrong with
that? Have you done a painting when you pour the paint? Well, I can't see that. Would you make that big?
Here we go.
Kelly says, have you done a painting where you pour the paint on and use a hairdryer to push it around? They do ones like that, making jellyfish.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's different ways we do that, which I actually have a little Conair hairdryer just for art, either getting acrylics to dry faster or pushing paint around. And what we'll do is like we'll use the hairdryer for like moving it in like big ways, but then use a little straw to get like little details where you need to get really pointed airflow and push that part around. So yeah, it's like a 2-stage system. I was into fluid painting for like multiple years, so I've tried every like seen every YouTube video, tried every like different method that they recommend. So yeah, we used to do class. That's what I'm saying. We used to have like 12 people over here doing 12 different ones at one time. We'd let them all dry and then do another one. So I'd have 24 paintings like sitting around. And so a lot of the stuff downstairs, like in the workshop, it's a lot of it's not even mine. Just people are like, you know, I either don't see them again or whatever. I don't know. Like, it's like, I'll get this to you tomorrow. But yeah, man, you just never know. That's just something fun to have a bunch of people do together too. So
Kelly says
like those,
they're cool. Yeah.
yeah, thanks. There's a lot of them that I will admit like were really shitty. So I just took a bunch of like gesso and white paint and just like went over it and made it like made it blank again. But yeah, man, it's fun.
Jeff,
it's a fun lifestyle.
Jeff, is your mic arm, is it touching your desk?
What?
Do you know the arm your mic's connected to?
Yep.
Is it making contact with your desk?
No.
Oh, no, that's right. No, I can hear like a doom, 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 doom.
Lily jumped on the table.
Ah, that's what it was. It was Lily. Yeah.
Lily's sitting right here right now. Yeah.
I remember when I was at art school, and we used to do the one where you get the paint, you blow bubbles in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you press the canvas onto it to get the pattern of the bubbles.
Yep.
And the thing you were saying with we should do it with straws, load the thing, like to get the colors and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember doing cross hatching.
Oh man, that's rough.
I remember cross hatching.
That could get real rough, real quick.
I remember when I was in art class, and there was just a big mess of shit in the middle of the room, and they'd go, "Yeah, draw that," and they'd just sit there and read the teacher would just sit and read a magazine and go, "That's the end of that, then," and you'd leave, and that would be all the feedback we got.
Mm-hmm.
And then only achievement I had was designing acrylic banners on canvas, but they're hanging like flags.
Okay.
And me and two of my friends, we was tasked with making these banners to hang on trees and lampposts. Soul to Soul were doing a concert in our area in the street.
Cool.
And it was like anyone could come, and we hung all our art from the trees and things.
Yeah. You're using acrylic, you said?
Acrylic on, yeah, it was acrylic on canvas. So it was long, narrow, like, I don't know what you call them, banners or flags or whatever they was swinging around in trees and shit. Yeah.
You got to use acrylics because they're so fast drying, and like even in the time, like in the last 20 years that I've been like doing it like basically full time or part time, is like the technology of paint itself. It's still just like horsehair on a stick as your brush, right?
Yeah,
which
Jeff.
is weird. And then, yeah, dude, that's awesome. And see, like even since then, like the quality of the paint and like there's all kinds of like little technical like improvements they've made to the shit so that like it's actually affordable, and like the shit that you can get nowadays for like $15 a tube used to cost you like $100. So they made it just more accessible to get good shit, which is like super nice to see. But yeah,
I'm gonna need you to tell me more about that picture, though.
I know. I thought that as I hold it up.
Say, who's in the tie? Oh,
they're all in a tie.
Do you know which one's me, Becca?
Holy
the
shit.
one in the middle with the blue shirt.
That's my friend Alex Alexander. So I have no blazer on. It's just me in the white shirt.
Yeah,
that's
on the right hand side. That's a young Dannychaz, about 15 years old. Come on, focus.
Wow.
I mean, if that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. I don't know if I can get it onto the Discord.
I dug into a box in the garage.
Yeah.
Of stuff that I thought was gone forever.
Yeah.
Like my junior high yearbook. I thought those were gone forever.
Yeah, look at this handsome fuck. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's me about 17. Yeah. I used to be a lady named Marnie. No, that's me on the right-hand side, yeah. With my hair in a perm.
You look like if Tony Hawk was from Britain.
Yeah, cool as
Right?
fuck. I was a
Cool as
catch,
fuck.
Becca.
I'd
Yeah.
say you still are, Danny. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I still got it.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for
Wow.
this?
Kelly's handed me a book now, and I'm sorry. This has just become Daddy's
Yeah.
fucking
Go for it, man.
Sunday now. I wish these were digital, so I could just put them in a Discord. So that's me and Kelly, very young.
Aww.
Oh my God,
Probably
you're like
about-
125 pounds.
Yeah, I'm about 19 now. Yeah,
Jesus.
that's us in Majorca, in the Mediterranean. Yeah, skinny dude, man. What happened to him?
That's awesome, man.
You just carry on.
Funny
I'm just gonna
funny what
I'm just gonna look through
happens.
pictures.
So I have this picture because you started. It was sitting right here next to my computer.
Wow, Kelly won't want me to show that one.
Eh?
Kelly
What
wouldn't
one?
want me to show that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, here you
Go.
go. I can make this full for
Put
you.
me
There
full
you go.
screen, yeah. Yeah, that's me on a scooter in Majorca and Calamasquita. And Kelly on the back of my scooter. Look.
I love it.
Great.
Oh man, I can show you all of these.
Danny's like, "You want to get on my bike?" She's like, "You got a motorcycle?" He's like, "Kind of."
Oh yeah, kind of. It's a scooter.
It's a scooter.
My motorcycle's in the shop.
I repped it doing jumps.
Stop it. That was during the time that scooters were absolutely.
I've got one. Do you know this, Becca? I've got a scooter. I've got a Vespa.
Of course
an
you
old
have a
fashioned.
Vespa.
I got an old-fashioned
Of
Vespa.
course you
Yeah.
have a Vespa. I would expect nothing less from you, Danny.
If any of us was going to have one, it
Yes.
would be you.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'll get it out. I haven't drove it in a couple of years. It's just been laying in my garage. I'll get it out, clean it up, and see some photos. Yeah, it's like a vintage. I had it made. It's like yeah, I had it like it's made on an old chassis. I had it made in 2012, but it was like based on like a 70s one, and I had it. Yeah, I had it made and sent over from Italy. Yeah.
Oh, we got to see it now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's a two-stroke, so it sounds like a lawnmower, like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just something for me to get to the pub on. That's basically what I do on it. I don't go any I don't do any great mileage on it. I just wake up Sunday morning, jump on it, and go down to the coast. And
Have you ever wrecked it on the way back from the pub? You
nah.
get an SUI scooting under the
See,
influence?
I've got like I've got a rule with it. Yeah. If I have to wear a jacket, I'm going too fast.
Okay.
I've been overtaken by cyclists on it.
Okay.
Like I'll literally just pop, cruise along. You know, like I'm not in any rush at
You're
all.
not like, yeah.
No, no. I'm literally like trying not to spill my beer while I'm driving it. Like, you know?
But the whole point is to feel the wind.
Yeah, it is.
He's going. He's trying to sip it.
Yeah.
Not trying to hit his teeth on the glass.
Nah, like I live near the coast, so I'll just like I drove it into London a few times in the city, and it's too scary. So yeah, I'll just go down the coast, and like so I'm going along the shore road, you know, and just go along. I can smell the sea, the people. I can smell the grass and the plants. It's nice. I've got like
nice.
I got them goggles like a World War II pilot, and a leather helmet.
Leather helmet.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait, what?
Got the flaps.
No, I've just got the thing on the top. It's all open, you know, like our motorbikes. It's all closed.
Mm-hmm.
I've just got my skull covered, like the top. Yeah,
With leather.
it's leather at the sides, and I've got the World War II.
We got to have a picture of all of this, man.
I could probably
For
find
sure.
one, yeah.
I got to see what you're talking
1000%.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally like if there's like it might be raining, it doesn't come out. Like the winter, I don't go out in it. The summer, I literally get on it, drive 20 minutes, have a pint of lager, look at the world for a bit, jump back on it, and come home. That's all I do on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just imagining you
not a means
just.
of transportation. It's just something
Yeah.
different. Get around, you know.
It's like our golf carts in the United States. People just like cruising around in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I've met a lot of people like the mods and stuff. So like I meet people because it's like a bit of a movement here. I don't know if you've got it here with people Lambrettas and Vespers and stuff. They do like meets and they'll look at, oh look, he's got chrome on his gubbins and all that. They look all over the bikes. And I've got a lot of friends that have got really, really old from 50s and 60s scooters and stuff. And I go and meet them and we have a beer at the pub and stuff like that. And they show them and it's like a big thing. I'm not into showing them or showing off or nothing like that, but they're good people. They're good, my good friends, and the music scene that they're involved in is like mods and so there's a lot of like Paul Weller and like things, but they'll find that they've got like a lot of cool bands they introduce me to, and we go like pub and watch new bands and stuff like that. Yeah,
cool.
It's a scene.
Nice.
I'm like a poser, like they're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my friends are all really into it. I'm just like a poser who tags along. Yeah.
Well, you're interested. You're not an enthusiast or a nerd. You're just like
because they wanted me to get an old. They wanted me to get an old one. I was going, damn, why don't you you got that one? It's lovely and everything. Why don't you get an old one? I said, well, when I finish riding it will be an old one.
Right.
And it's mine. It's designed for me. And I always say to them, I enjoy riding them, not repairing them. I
like
don't want to know. Like when you've got one of them old ones, you're forever covered in grease and changing parts and shit like that. Like for me, the enjoyment is actually like motion.
Yeah. You know, that's funny, man. You say that. What I immediately thought of was like, that's what ruined paintball for me. Like I was so into paintball in the early days, and then it became like, oh, you need a, oh my God. Hang on a second. I got you.
Yes.
Oh, look at him go.
Yes.
That's when I first got it. It's still got the learner's permit things on it. Yeah, so that's
awesome.
when I first got it.
Yeah, man. I like your little mirrors.
Yeah. It's gone dark for some reason.
I love it.
My phone. Yeah, that's when I first got it. So I'm still learning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Fire engine red. All right.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is cool, man. But yeah, it became like, oh, you need the so-and-so, the feeder, and you need to switch to nitrogen, and it's just like, I got what I fucking like, man. Like I shot you in the back, so like, how about you fucking, you know what I mean? Like it just became all about the nerdy parts and like, oh, you don't have the whatever. You're just like, all right, man. It's a little too technical and nerdy at some points in every hobby.
Shit, I just realised that picture was 2012. That's a long time ago, isn't it?
Yeah, 13 years, man.
A little bit.
Damn. Yeah, scoot.
I'll scoot.
Scoot. No, it's skeet.
Yeah, that's Boogie's job.
Oh.
Wow, man.
Oh.
Skeet. That's what he keeps telling me. Walls to what's windows to the walls or something. He keeps saying. I don't understand it.
Boogie's using yin yang twins jokes on you.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Go, because he said PK said he was sitting outside when I said, "Ain't you worried about the skeeters?" And he said, "No, man, I got the spray on." And Boogie said, "That spray always makes me dizzy and nauseous." I said, "It's because you're a skeeter." And he said, "Windows to the walls, dannychaz." I don't know what he meant by it. Everyone was laughing.
Yeah, it's a
I just
popular
sat around
song in America.
Right. I just sat around looking confused, like I do with most of the sesh.
Danny.
Yeah.
You never heard that song? That's
What?
impossible.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
we can't. I don't
lie.
think we can play.
It's a whole lie. That is a whole lie.
You're
Danny
playing.
Chaz.
You're doing
You know
a
how I
bit
could
now.
tell?
Yeah.
You know how I could tell? Yeah. Because my stepdad would do that shit too with this straight face.
I didn't even
Totally
know
straight
what it
face.
was. Yeah.
And if you
Who sings
like,
the
they
song?
have tells. They have tells. You have tells. Danny.
Yes.
Kelly always says when my lips are moving, I'm lying.
Well, we need to take her word for it then. So
Now, I don't know what
Who
song
am I
it is.
gonna listen to?
Who's it by? Skeet Skeet.
it's by Lil Jon.
Oh no, I never got into Little John. It was always like, huh? Okay. I never got into the
It
old
was
crank
played
stuff.
in every single bar in every club.
Yeah, Little John was big out there, wasn't he? Yeah. If you, I know that sounded buddy a minute like that, but he was very popular out there, wasn't he, Little John?
Very.
Still is.
No, Little Wayne is. Who's Little John? Is Little John the one I'm talking about? Where he goes, okay. Is that Little?
Yeah.
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 Get it crunk. Yeah.
Lil Wayne goes, yeah.
What's Little Wayne?
That's the
doing?
difference.
Which one's Snoop's little nephew? Is that Wayne?
What the fuck was that, Jeff?
We're moving on. That'll be for the people on the replay.
What'd you do, Jeff?
Shut up, Becca Boo.
What he do, Bex?
Nothing. God.
I can't even recreate it, dude.
I missed it.
That was a one-time only. You had to catch that one. What's
Oh,
up, Birdie?
What's up, Birdie? Where did you distract me away from roasting Jeff? It wasn't anything bad, was it?
No,
What?
not at all. Nothing bad.
It weren't one of the 7 words.
No.
I only use 7 words.
Get Low was like a club like staple. You would just be walking down the street and it would be coming out of a bar somewhere. You know what I mean? It was just like, it was one of those songs where like
it rings a bell, but the thing with the little John, we going Little John or Little
and the East Side Boys.
The 20 songs that they had, I would think that one you're talking about is all of them.
Right, it's all the same genre.
It was that crunk thing, wasn't it? Let's get it go, but let's go. It's all like that, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like keep the crowd moving. Yeah, come on, ladies, with the big old booty.
Club bangers. Yeah. Oh, show.
Yeah, I heard them, but I didn't know who sang them. Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've been like
Little Wayne and Little John
hearing that song.
Little Wayne and Little John, they were the ones who wear their clothes backwards, right?
No, that was crisscross.
Near enough.
That was in 1992. You weren't even
I'm being Becca's uncle again. Cheers.
No.
Daddy make you jump.
Oh, I found out today what our beer list is going to be because my brother's best friend did like all the taps for the restaurant, and I thought of you, Danny, because one of our beers in a can, is non-alcoholic Stella. How do you feel about this? A non-alcoholic Stella.
Can I do one of them then?
Apparently, I was the first of my knowledge.
What's it
I've
called?
never
Like
had
Stella Zero or something like that.
NA, Stella NA, like non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
I gotta have one just because, like, I want to know if it tastes like a Stella because I love
There's another
drinking
one I
Stella.
haven't had yet. It's called Unfiltered,
Okay,
but I think that's like
let me see here.
more of an ale or an IPA sort of taste to it. But it's a non-alcoholic. Yeah, I'm all for it. If you know,
Yeah, it says I got it. I see it right
I'm all
here.
for it.
Stella. It's a 6-pack of bottles and alcohol free.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I'm gonna try it
But
out, man.
what's it called?
It says here.
Wanker juice.
Pussy tears. Let's see.
Called designated driver. That's what it's called.
No, it just says it's got, instead of it all being like green and gold, it's like a white and blue, and it says just Trois Liberté. So I guess free of
I've
non-alcoholic. Yeah.
I've only ever tried them a couple of times, and it's been when I'm like at a wedding or something, and I've got to drive or I've got to do something, or
Yeah.
I'm in and out. And it's weird because on about the fourth or fifth one of them,
You're like,
you feel like you're catching a buzz, and I'm sure it's the placebo effect.
for sure. Classic.
Like, but you think,
No.
am I buzzed now? Should I be driving? You know, like there's like, I don't know if I catch a placebo effect off it or what.
It says non-alcoholic
Here we go. There's a little
because
bitty
it
bit.
doesn't qualify as like a full alcohol, but
Mhm.
it still has a level of alcohol in it.
Right.
Some of them do.
Mhm.
I know that.
I don't know any that are zero.
Well, that's the best
We've
thing
got
about
ones
the
that are
Stella
called
Cup.
0.00.
No, we've got 1-0. It's got on the can in great big letters on the bottom. It says 0.0. Like actually says it on it. Yeah. Like
Yeah, here you go. I got it right
Beck's
here.
do one and Heineken do one. I've yet to see the Stella one.
Here you go. It says 0.0. It's only 59 calories too. So
Is
get
that
out of
low?
here, you stupid ads. Yeah,
So it's
59
£10
calories.
at $10 for a 6-pack. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm starting to kind of dox myself on there. So we'll get
Really?
out of there. But
I can cut
Brewed
that
in
out
the
if you want after.
US?
I'll check it out after the show. But yeah, man, I mean it says 0.0. So
It also says brewed in the USA.
that could be a problem.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
that's not Stella then, is it?
I didn't
Stella
know
should be
Stella
brewed in
was
Belgium. Yeah.
France?
It's a Belgian beer, yeah.
Are they owned by
I can show you right now.
Anheuser-Busch?
I ain't got to dox me salt. I'll just read me can.
Yeah,
Don't want
there
to
you
tip
go.
it because I'll tip it on my mixer. On mine, it just says premium lager brewed in Belgium.
There you go. But to Stella brew everywhere, is what I'm saying.
Don't know. Yeah. It couldn't be in no bigger letters.
Belgium.
I think it's all they do at Belgium is that, and that's it, isn't it? There's nothing else there. Where else would you go there?
Waffles.
Mm.
Oh, they do waffles. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Waffles and beer. Damn, that's what I might have for dinner.
Waffles and beer.
Yeah, it sounds good. Get some fried chicken too.
I said beer.
Yeah. Chicken, beer, and waffles.
Yeah.
It was
It's
Mother's
owned
Day
by
today.
Stella's owned by Anheuser-Busch.
That makes sense. Yeah.
What's Anheuser-Busch?
Makes Budweiser
Budweiser.
and Busch Light.
Oh, so you've got a company that brews it in America out there on
Yeah.
behalf of the Belgians.
It's all beverage conglomerates and shit
yeah.
now. So
Mhm.
yeah,
like Sweps and Nims. Yeah.
exactly.
Under InBev, which is,
Yeah.
But
They're
yeah.
all umbrella companies. Crazy.
Yeah, I bet if I look at the small print here, it's probably like in someone's bath around the corner.
Bass. Hello Garden.
But yeah, they're not
Right.
strong anymore. They used to be really strong, but they're not that strong anymore.
Like all these beers used to be independent. Like Now they're
Yeah,
all
just get
under
bought up,
the.
don't they? Yeah, that's what we should do. We should make a
Now
beer
they're
and
all
hope.
under Anheuser-Busch.
It
That's
says
what we
here,
should
Danny.
do. We should create a beer and see if we can get Busch Gardens to buy it off us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Make a good brew. It says Stella Artois Pilsner beer originated in Leuven, Belgium. And they trace back the roots to the Den Hoorn Brewery, founded in 1366.
Yeah, this one's not a Pilsner.
Yeah, they've just like branched out to all these kinds of different.
Yeah,
crazy.
Because Pilsner's where it's a low sugar, isn't it, Pilsner?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a lighter body too, you know.
Yeah, we would always like Pilsner would be like it's just not right because this is from the 80s. What I'm about to say, it would be the beer that diabetics drunk.
Okay.
Was it? They always said, "Oh, it's that diabetic beer, isn't it, Pilsner?" That's what everyone just assumed it was.
It's funny because that makes no sense at all.
No
but
sense
like,
whatsoever.
yeah, like it makes no sense scientifically or like
Because on the advertisements, you used to say, "Oh, the sugar turns to alcohol," and it was like pushed towards people with diabetes. But I'm sure it was one of them. I'm sure it's one of them 80s advertisements that don't fly anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I like a good Pilsner. Pilsners are good like when it's hot as fuck outside. It's kind of like nice and refreshing. It's not like you're.
My favorite is Carlsberg Pilsner.
Oh yeah,
I drink that a lot. Yeah. Yeah. If I go to the pub, I drink that. It's really low alcohol. It's like not even 4%. It's like 3.5% or something like that. And like when I go to the pub, I like to keep my wits about me, you know. So I'll drink that.
It's a good idea. Yeah. That's the thing around here, man. It's like since the tobacco industry collapsed, everybody like started going right into like micro brewing and like like I think we had in North Carolina we had like 200 and something breweries. It was insane. Like there was just this explosion because plant nerds like drinking. So they were that's where everybody started doing their thing.
One of my good friends is a beer nerd, right? And he likes all these microbreweries and stuff. But he does admit that most of it tastes like a bird died in the keg. You can just imagine them in their bath with a paddle, can't you? Like stirring it, and a fucking magpie dies in it, like drowns in it, and they just get it out with a paddle and put it over the side and carry on brewing.
It's like a pool skimmer. They're taking out squirrels. There's good and bad of that because they like saturated the market with it, so it became where breweries were like, we're doing a blueberry pie lager or whatever, and you're like, all right, man, I don't know about all this,
right?
Like pineapple upside down cake beer, and you're like, I don't know. Yeah,
I went into a pub a couple of days ago, sat down, and it was table service, and the lady come over and said, "What do you want?" I said, "I'd have a Stella." She said, "We don't do Stella anymore."
The Americans own it now.
So I caught my breath and looked at her, and then she said, "This seems to be selling well," and it was really nice beer. That Cruz Campo, do you get that?
I've never
it's
heard
a Spanish
of that,
beer. Oh, really, really nice. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. Yes, that's what I might.
When was that though?
Day before Easter.
Huh?
The day before
Seriously?
Easter.
Okay.
Yeah. I was in the pub. Yeah.
I just pulled up an article that said, and it's an article here in the States. It says Stella Artois loses import status
because you started brewing
as it moves production to the United States.
There you go. That's why they're breaking out all these new products.
Stella is being brewed here in the States.
Yeah.
So
it says like, Belgium on the bottle because that's where it originated, but brewed here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't reckon the one I'm drinking is in the United States, though. It might be just like the one in the United States.
It would be an import for you all of a sudden.
Jesus Christ. Like Belgium's 60 miles away.
Right. That's crazy.
I'm not going to get from 3,000 miles away coming this direction.
I'm going to look.
Yeah. Maybe the American branches are there, yeah.
know, but it would
The
explain all the
Merkins.
new products that they're coming out with. Like, I think they're
Yeah.
trying to do like a Stella Orange, like a Blue Moon. They're trying to get the inroads into like other people's,
Yeah,
types
why
of
not?
beer.
It's like an established label, isn't it? Yeah, why not?
For sure. Stella Zero, I'm even
What?
like, I might try that.
Why not? I was talking to Richie about it, and Richie was saying that Stella had like an import thing there, and it was like a nicer beer.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here, it's pretty like the market's flooded with it.
Oh no, it's considered like fancy beer. Yeah.
Like here, people call it wife beater.
Yeah, dude, if you can't twist the top off,
Pabst
it's a
Blue
fancy
Ribbon.
beer.
Sorry.
You said wife beater beer. I said
Yeah,
Pabst
that's what
Blue
they used to
Ribbon.
call it. Yeah, like your Bud Light's like that, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Heineken, fuck that shit. Pabst Blue
Yeah.
Ribbon.
Stuart calls it shut your mouth
You ever
juice.
seen Blue Moon?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth, juice. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I drank a
But he
lot.
doesn't. He doesn't really drink, Stuart. I don't know why he calls it that. He doesn't drink. Yeah.
Well, I got a blue ribbon.
Yeah. What's that then about? Blue ribbon.
Literally, like 100 years ago, it won a blue ribbon in a contest, so they started calling it the blue ribbon beer.
I won a blue ribbon once. I was in a donkey derby where I hurt my leg.
Oh god. We'll have to cut that part out too.
Wait,
All right.
what?
Explain, please.
What is a donkey derby?
When they get donkeys, yeah, you're only a kid. You're like really, really little, like toddlers.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5 years old.
Uh-huh.
And they think it's a good idea to put you on the back of a donkey.
Oh.
And the donkeys race about 20 yards. And yeah. But I hurt my leg.
We
and
do that. We do that with sheep.
Yeah. Yeah. And you do it with sheep. We do it like civilized.
We do. What, mutton busting.
Yeah, donkey derby. Have like
called mutton. It's called
you,
mutton
you
busting.
win like a ribbon, don't you? And they put it on your top and everything else.
I need that picture.
You've ever been
Where's
to the
that
rodeo,
picture at?
Jeff? Come on. You've been to
It
the
probably
rodeo.
is. That
of
picture
course,
doesn't
yeah,
exist.
absolutely.
I'll find that picture. It doesn't exist. But it's me rubbing my leg with tears in my eyes as well. Like, fuck you, donkey.
Yeah. They throw our little kids on the back of a pig and let them run around the fucking
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I used to a Hicks, man.
Yes.
And then you eat the pig.
Sir,
Yep.
I was raised in Los Angeles.
I was talking to this
I
guy,
did
and
that
he's
shit there too. I don't know what.
there's a friend of a family, and he's a piker, yeah, gypsy, like you see on Snatch. And he's like, I was told this story late 90s, and he was already in his 80s. So this is how inappropriate the next story is. And he was going to me, oh, Dan, I had this horse once, and he was telling me the story of this horse. And he was running scrap metal with the horse. So he bought the horse, and it was backwards and forwards from London to this other place, 30, 40 miles away, selling the metal, going back, picking up more, selling the metals. Blah, blah, blah. And he ended the story with 7 o'clock like that night, I was eating that horse.
Oh.
Like that. That's how he ended the story. But he was a proper, like, yeah, it's like a big. But he was a known liar as well, so it's probably.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you got 7 o'clock that night. I was eating that horse.
Yeah, right.
He told me once that he saved a woman from a burning house during the Second World War, and he was on the run from prison. Him and his friend, and they're running across the countryside, and there was a mansion on fire. And when they went in there, the lady of the manor was trapped in his house, and she'd passed out. And they ran into this house, save her. And while they were carrying her down the stairs, my friend said he argued with his friend and went, "Fuck this," and put her down. I've got the heavy end. I want to swap ends with you. So he went from carrying her shoulders to carrying her feet, and he went, "Me, Dan, I'm not kidding you. Her head was as big as that." That's the story he told me.
I think I saw that in a movie.
No,
That's
that's just an
Probably.
old man regaling me with stories of his youth. Like, yeah. He said her head was as big as that. He went, yeah. And had an argument over who was going to carry that end of the
I
person.
feel like that
getting
was
out.
in an old movie.
I think so.
No.
That sounds
No,
like the
my-
scene of
my friend Jerry.
Yeah.
He told me that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was other things he told me as well that are completely I couldn't say on online. I'll tell you after when we're off.
Yeah. Like once he
Yeah.
got his doctor friend made a DeLorean time machine, and he called him up and he met him in the mall at the middle of the night,
Mhm.
and then he went back to 1955 and he went on a date with his mom.
Have you met him?
He told me the same story.
Yeah, have you met him? I'll tell you a few stories when we're off air. It will make you piss your pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're worse than Boogie's adverts that he was playing the other day. So I'm not going to repeat them. Did you stick around for when we was playing the band adverts, Becca, on the sesh? We was playing adverts from the 80s that don't hold up today.
Oh, I saw some of them.
Yeah, some of them were really bad.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I even said to Boogie at one stage, I went, "And I'm in homie court for the Discord."
Right.
I went, "I'm in homie court, and you're playing this?" And he went, "No, fam, no." He goes like, "No, I didn't screen it." I went, "Well, you know, you need to be in court as well. If I'm in court with ballistics ones I've let through."
There you go.
None of the ones I let through from ballistic. I'm going to start defending myself now. None of the things I've let through from ballistic are anywhere near the ones I've deleted.
There you
Oh, I
go.
have
See,
no
you're
doubt.
doing your job. Yeah, you're doing your
I have
job. It's
no
fine.
doubt.
But there is actual the ones that some of the ones there is like we've got a whole section there in our usual suspects Discord called Danny's deletions, where the ones I don't let go on the sesh I've put into a separate thing so people can go and look at what I have to go through.
Yes, it's like literally the rated. We just can't show it. Yeah.
Jeff, do you know there's some I can't put in there?
Yep. I told you. I told you. This used to be my responsibility, and I had to like find somebody that could handle it because I was like, after a while, I was like, honestly, man, I was like, I would sit down and just go.
Yeah, I remember you saying it to me because you was telling me all about it,
and you were like, "Nah, you're just being," and I'm like,
"You're just
"All
a
right,
bitch."
man.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you're just being a bitch about it.
I'll do it. I'll do it then. Fuck
I was like,
it,
give
I'll
it a
do
couple months. We'll see how you feel about it now.
It changed me.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It changes you. Yeah,
it does, man. It desensitized me to a lot of like, yeah.
I mean, the one I let on was the one with the Amazon driver, wasn't it? And he goes, "Have you finished your deliveries for the night?" He goes, "Yeah." You're like a beer.
Yeah.
And then they go and sit on the sofa, don't they? The three dudes, and Madways is like, "Come on, man!" And then Boogie stops it.
Come on, man. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun.
There's one I deleted, and it's two men doing stuff, and
Right.
their flatmate's a girl. She's trying to eat a cereal. She's going, "Really?" Right in front of me, and telling them off, but they don't even stop what they're doing, and I'm just like, oh, man, ballistic.
In a commercial?
No, it's just in a porno film that ballistic.
See, I think
Okay.
here's where you if I may critique your strategy here, Danny, what you have done is you have given ballistic a motivating factor to shock you in as many ways as possible because he knows that you're the one that's going to.
Oh, they're definitely directed
endure.
at me.
Yes,
a lot of the characters in the movies that I've found now, he's looking for people specifically called Danny.
Yes,
in the movies. So they go, "Hey, you like that, Danny, don't you?" And stuff like that's going on, like in the dialogue. And I'm just like,
there's multiple layers, like an onion, of what he's trying to do.
What he's done, like
Mm-hmm.
Becca and Richie were talking about it before. Now my algorithm takes me to there.
Yes.
Like when I go on Insta and stuff, it just takes me straight to like that content.
And what you're going to mistake,
I'm going to start sending you the shit that's in my algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll get like when I go on YouTube, it goes, "Would you like to meet this guy? He lives 3 miles away from you." Like things like that appear on my screen and that. Like
What?
they're like the dating services ones. Yeah, they've cottoned onto it, and they're sending me guys like you in your area that like are out for fun, and I'll get adverts like that coming up when I'm only trying to look on YouTube and things like that.
Damn,
Like other
man.
pop-ups.
Oh, that's not yet. No, that's
Maybe you've gotten a
no.
virus.
That no, because that shit
I've got a bit
pops
of an
up
earache.
for me too. It's just a it
I never got
thinks
them
you're
before this ballistic stuff, and I get
sure
them
because it
pretty
thinks you're
heavy.
single
Yeah.
because single people are typically the ones that watch what ballistic is sending to you.
I was wondering how you were gonna word this, and yeah, there you go.
Okay,
I watched those Becca wheels turning real quick.
I get a lot of them sent to me now, and sometimes I'm interested. That's all I'm saying. I think he ain't too far away. He's a clean and tidy dude.
He's
well
like,
kept.
See,
it's cool, man.
your dimples give you away, Danny, every fucking time.
Damn, man.
Motherfucking dimple's been giving me away since
Every
I was like 3 years old. Have you got dimples, Jeff, like me?
Yep, little.
This is the one, isn't it? This one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's the fucker. Yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I don't play poker.
Yeah, dead giveaway.
But on the session, a lot of the time, the only reason I'm straight faced is I do not know what you're talking about.
What?
Yeah,
like you talk. Like there's a lot of stuff that don't translate. Yeah, a lot of stuff don't translate. A lot of time I make out and know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff don't like when you was just talking about Little Wayne John. Yeah. Danny is a cute.
Little
Thanks,
John
Bird.
Wayne.
Thanks, Birdie. I appreciate you. Yeah, Little John Wayne. Well, penguin. Let's get it crunk.
Okay.
Get off your horse and treat.
We're gonna go windows of all.
Well, get off your horse and drink your milk while you skeet skeet.
We're gonna skeet here and skeet there. By golly,
I'm the rapping Duke, the ha to ha. Now, John Wayne was cool. He never ever put a foot wrong.
He never what?
He never ever put a foot wrong or got bad press, did he, John Wayne? It was particularly good in it was particularly good in Genghis Khan. The Genghis Khan movie when he played Genghis Khan. John Wayne.
John Wayne played Genghis Khan? I thought he did all westerns, right?
No.
I did, yeah. Becca.
No.
Yeah, Jeff, look up Genghis Khan, John Wayne.
Look it up.
Yeah, he played
the Conqueror, 1956. He played Genghis Khan.
John Wayne.
Susan
John
Hayward.
Wayne played Genghis Khan. Yeah, I would.
That looks real funny. Yeah, let me see if I can get a picture of this.
The makeup job is amazing. You're from Oklahoma and you don't know John Wayne played Genghis Khan.
Look at his face.
Oh my God.
Right? The Conqueror. He's got a sword.
He's like, hey, China, don't make me climb over that wall. Yeah.
Now you listen here.
You didn't know about that, no?
No.
That's first I've ever heard of that.
You know about when Charlie Chaplin played Hitler?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like famous. Yeah. The Conqueror. Oh, wait, the Conqueror, that was the dictator, right?
Yeah, the dictator was when Hitler done it. Well, not Hitler, when Charlie Chaplin done it.
when Hitler did Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I need to catch up on my old movies, man. Like I said, I just watched The Godfather last week for the first time. So
watch Genghis Khan next.
Got to start somewhere. Hell yeah! And the thing about the 50s and 60s movies is a lot of them are like you could find them for like free.
Yeah, I've got an app. I can share it with you when I watch my shitty movies. I'll share the app I got. I'll give it a password.
You don't have to pay $6.99 or whatever to fucking watch something from 1952.
The one I'll watch when I do the shitty movie streams, I paid $7.99 for it, and it's one flat fee forever.
Oh
You-
wow,
You pay $7.99 and you're in, and they keep updating it every week. It's really good.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
the,
cool.
the one I
Is
do,
it
the
available
She-Hulk.
here in the States?
Yeah, it's only available on mobile devices. It's not available on like anything on your TV. The one I use.
Okay.
I'll send you the link to it. But that's how I get it. You know, when I get it up on the screen, I'm just screen sharing with my iPad when I do the movie streams. Yeah, but it's a good little stream. Yeah, it's good movies on there.
Cool.
Impossible Kids worth $7.99 on its own.
Yeah, for sure.
Little Wang
$7.99
Wang.
for that right now. Little Wang Wang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it crunk.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
so
can see the hat better. You can see it better now. It's becoming focus. Your hat with it.
yeah,
Yeah, the sun isn't as bright behind me.
black on black. Yeah,
I like that hat a lot.
It's embroidered.
That is really
Ooh.
good, isn't it?
It's puffy, right?
So yeah. It's embroidered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's raised, but it's embroidery.
I want to get one of Madway's bucket hats, but I'm not going to pay for it.
Chaz Corp.
Yeah.
Like your own.
I'll be like Ways Mad or something like that. Or
Yeah, you gotta launder it across the ocean.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've already got the Flesh is Red singles out on the Chaz Corp.
They're on cassette tape.
It just on them CDs, you know, that the CDs you get, you just put a sticker on it with a Sharpie.
Yeah.
CDR.
Yeah, that's it. CDR.
I
What's
still
it?
have some CDRs.
5 pound films for a
Like-
tenner.
Can't sell that shit now.
I nearly said a story and it's completely wrong. I'm not going to say it. Right. So, I caught myself there, Becca, which is a rare thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I've only had one beer. I caught myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, Ghost Boogie? How you doing?
What up, mate?
Boogie Man.
Is the race over, Boogie Main? Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna send Boogie a link. I like it when Boogie comes on.
Yeah. That'll be perfect because I have like to the top of the hour.
Yeah, when
I
he
gotta get
joins,
some-
we'll just leave.
Okay. Sorry. No, it'd be a great replacement for me because I gotta get some food in me. And then I might do a little bit of vinyl tonight. If I can go get some dinner in me right now, then I could do a little vinyl later.
Doing vinyl tonight.
Did you get a needle?
I don't have my needle, but I actually I did a lot with my older deck here, my older record player. So I got that like dialed in. So I think we can I just want to fucking play. I don't care if it's on the best shit I got. So we're gonna.
I've heard some of these what you're saying about the new needles.
It's Becca doing a happy dance.
Yeah, I'm in between jobs, man. So it's like very low priority. I'm sorry, but I mean, it's one of those things. Like,
Let's play some vinyl, you loser.
I'm just
get
happy
back to
for
it.
vinyl.
Yes, and I'm gonna try not to wait till midnight tonight. I'm gonna try to.
I should do a vinyl night.
Get my shit rolling, and then when I can, when I'm gonna play again. So I'm just missing it, you know. Like I just miss like just putting one on and letting it roll. So we'll be back tonight.
Bixby says I'm not a racist. Cool.
Good. Nice. Thanks, man.
Yeah. You win a prize.
All right, I'll take care of. Hey, Becca Boo. That's the way you shoot them down, Becca Boo.
That's the way I shoot down them Mongolians.
You cross the Great Wall, you get smoked.
Barefoot heroin something.
Get your ass back across the Mason-Dixon line, Mongolians. I've just realised I haven't got my activity feed open. I'm going to open it because Bernie likes me to hydrate.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, man, I got some steaks in the refrigerator that are marinating. I've got salt. I got salt and pepper on them boys. I'm gonna hit them on the grill and all that good stuff. Got some corn on the cob, bunch of butter. So we're gonna have a ball.
I knew it, Birdie. I missed the hydrate. So this one's for you. Just before I sign out. One for you, Birdie. Cheers, mate.
It's too late to
Breathe.
thaw anything. What do you mean,
He's
Mikey?
hydrating.
What do you
Let
mean?
it breathe. Like wines?
I have an artichoke.
Cheers,
but I didn't
Birdie.
pull anything out of the freezer.
So, Jeff, before we sign out, anyone on Twitch or podcast or anything you want to plug? What you've been into this week?
Let me see here. Let me pull that up real quick because there's definitely this dude I want you guys to check out. Becca will absolutely love this dude. It's a super chill. Let me bring him up. There he is. Yeah, you guys are gonna love this dude. He's got like a really chill ass personality, and what this guy does is he sails all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got like on a small sailboat. So you see him like he did like the English Channel. He's done like the entire Atlantic Ocean. He's been in Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, and then sailed to like Bermuda. It's so fucking cool because he's got some internet and stuff, but he's not reliant on it. He's like changing the sails around. There's rough seas, there's calm days, shit breaks and he's got to fix it. Like it's super fucking interesting to watch this dude like Solo Atlantic, Martinique. I mean, there's so much scenery there. There's dolphins that follow him. He sees giant fucking whales. And it's just super interesting. I don't know shit about sailing, but just to watch him like be literally like a professional at it, I think you guys will really dig him. So Sam Sailing, and he's only got 263,000 subscribers, but he's already got like almost 400 videos. So you'll see him like all over the fucking world, man. It's really, really incredible. So check him out, man. That's my
Nice.
installation. I mean, it's hours and hours of just chill ass videos, and some like pirates came up to him and tried to like jump on his boat and shit. Like, he's in the middle of the fucking ocean, so like you just never know what's gonna happen or who you're gonna run into.
That's
or
terrifying.
Birds will follow him and shit. Like it's terrifying, but it's just
Should not
watching.
have opened YouTube just then. I should not have done that.
Is that a DJ Ballistic? Give me some.
No, I said I shouldn't have opened YouTube.
Hey, Becca, have you finished your deliveries for the day? Have you finished your deliveries for the day? It's one of them. That's what he sends me all the time. It's always like a delivery man or a plumber or like
pizza delivery.
One of them was like Jehovah's Witness people at the door.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's pretty inventive scripts. I mean, I don't turn them off straight away,
Yeah, you kind of
no.
see
One
where
of
the story's
one of the
going.
channels I watched was live with a headline that scares me, but that's not what we're talking about today. So.
Yeah. Oh, we could get to that on the off session too. A lot going on.
So what about you, Becca? What's Emily B. Baker been up to this week? Anything good?
She actually was traveling this week, but the second Karen Reed trial, or the Karen Reed retrial, which is one up in Massachusetts, where her boyfriend was a Boston police officer. He was found deceased in the front yard of another Boston police officer. And there's a whole lot of craziness and a whole lot of corruption. And in the first trial, it was a hung jury. So we start again Tuesday. They start jury selection. So there's lots of trials coming up. Karen Reed trial starts in April. The Koberger trial starts in August. There's another one that starts in May. I can't remember her name right now, but she's
Why
the
is
one
everybody
who.
murdering everybody?
I mean, this one's
It
in
goes on, man. It really does go
Utah.
on.
Yeah, this
No.
one's in Utah, where she is accused of taking out her husband, and then like wrote a children's book on grief. Corey Richards, brain. Yeah,
Hmm.
sorry. That trial starts in May. Diddy starts in May.
Oh yeah, Diddy starts in May.
Lots of trials coming up. We're not going to get to see anything for that one, but because the feds don't allow cameras in the courtroom.
Right. Oh, we'll get
But
updates though.
I will be following because there will be people in the courtroom that will be live tweeting.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys will see me at night.
Dope. Keep us updated because I mean, holy
during
shit.
the day, it's gonna be every time Emily starts a new trial, I start a new playlist
Mm-hmm.
because the ADHD and things are said either by her or in the chat or something that happens in court, and it triggers a song in my head. I'm telling you, I started writing them down and creating court case playlists.
You've got me watching more like interrogation videos, like like all the
Yeah.
old school trials.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
trials
yeah.
are already over and shit, but like seeing like the old school
Mm.
like the night that it happened and watching they're finally releasing stuff from years ago where like you're like, oh shit, like you know what happens, but like to watch them like try to cover up their shit on night one and like all the shit that they keep like coming up with, you're like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Like they're guilty and they did all this shit, but they're like, nah, I don't even know what you're talking about. You're like,
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
liar.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's my defense for everything.
Boogie said he's booting up.
Yeah, quick, let's get out of here. Right, so
I'm the only one who has to leave. Really, I just gotta. I gotta.
no,
get my shit rolling.
I've got to pop off screen for a second, but I'm all right to hang around. So I've got the podcast I've been listening to this week is Bad Friends. I know I've said it before. It's just one of my favorite podcasts with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. I really love the way they push the limits of their comedy.
Nice.
Like that they blur the line that we like to do as well.
Yeah.
And it's good to watch them and learn from people that are professionals and been doing it for a lot longer than I have. So I'll use it as a tool like that. But yeah, Bad Friends. And the Twitch person I want to push that I've been pushing for a while is Nicole Music UK. She's a DJ over here. I've pushed her so much, but I really, anyone who's with us, please follow her. She's a big supporter of mine, and I like to support her. So yeah, we got Ghost Boogie coming in soon, and Jeff getting ready to skedaddle. But before you do that, Jeff, I've just got a BRB really quick.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I wasn't actually looking forward to grilling because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to soak in some pollen while I'm doing it. So I'm gonna try to make it nice and fast. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel fine right now, but if I stay outside, I'm gonna get real fucked up. So, yeah.
Between the Bradford pears, the red buds, which are stunning, they're gorgeous. Yeah. They are the most brilliant purple and red and like deep, like they're gorgeous. I love looking at them out my window, like from inside the house.
With an oxygen mask on.
That's nighttime. I have to wear that at night.
Yes.
And then the cottonwoods. When the cottonwoods start to shed.
So you have like different types of pollen, like getting sprayed out into the air, like man.
And then the cedar, because they planted a bunch of cedar trees because they're hardy back in the Dust Bowl to like try to mitigate the dust blowing in, right?
Right.
Because there's nothing between us and what the Rockies and the Ozarks, and then there's nothing north to south.
Mm-hmm.
So it all just
Yeah. Well, that's like I said, I mean, there's so many different seasons, man. When you're done with hurricane season, then it becomes like, crazy up and down winter time where you don't know what the hell's going to happen day to day. And then there's pollen season, tornado season, and then when that's all over, you get extreme heat and humidity for a couple months. And you're like, man, I wish I had the pollen back. And it was 72
no.
degrees. But yeah, dude.
That's why my favorite time of year is fall.
Yeah, exactly. Low
Fall
humidity.
is my
It's
favorite.
not like all fucking
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
I can be in a t-shirt during the day while I'm out running around and doing things, and then a hoodie in the evening.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that
Football
here. That sort of
weather.
weather here
My
now.
favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's like that year round for you guys, right?
For me, no. So it just started warming up now. So it's our winter's just over. Our springs have started today. But this last week, I've been at work down to a t-shirt and jeans and stuff. As the evening comes in, I throw on a hoodie here. So yes, we're getting pretty warm. Today's Mother's Day as well. Me and my mum was sitting outside Turkish restaurant having some food and drinks and that today.
Hell yeah.
Very, very pleasant. Yeah.
It's nice.
Right on the coast. Yeah, right on the coastline. And that's
Nice.
on a Turkish restaurant.
Well,
So
happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly was at her brother's house, and her mum and dad and everyone else was there, and yeah, they've had a good time as well.
Yeah.
But
speaking of a good time, I'll hand over
speaking
the
of a good
reins
time,
to my man with the plan, Mr. Ghost Boogie. What's up, man?
Boogie
Ghost
Man.
Big,
What's good?
How you doing,
Sup,
Ghost?
Pope?
How was the racing?
Actually, it was great. Our driver won.
Oh, no shit.
And we, and in my endeavor to continue to teach my son how to gamble.
Start him early, dog. That's what you got to
I
do.
mean, we co-manage my fantasy teams together, and that's been the thing that through my sickness we've been bonding through sports, and he loves statistics, and he's my little computer. You know what I mean? Not so little computer anymore, but no. So our favorite driver won, Denny Hamlin, which is everybody's least favorite driver. We did that on purpose because we like heels and we like anti-heroes and all that. But then we also like our picks. So you have to you have two drivers that you have throughout, like kind of have a half season, and then we kind of redraft, or we actually have three, but um on top of like your drivers individual performances, and when you go up week to week and head to head, you have to pick three drivers, the winner, a driver. So the driver you think is going to win, the driver you think is going to come in at least top 5, and a driver you think that's going to come in the top 10. And if you pick them in order, like 1, 2, 3, you get extra points. And then, like, if your other driver's on top, so there's different ways to accelerate them out. But we did get the 3, and so it was cool. Like, what I mean. So that was, and it was shout out to my son because we kind of came to it together, but like it was majority of my son on putting those picks together. So that was him. I helped a little bit, but it was shake and bake. But I helped, but he did a lot of the shaking and baking. So shout out to Lil Boogie on the picks and stuff like that. And we're doing well right now in our fantasy. Sick. Like we're right like neck and neck with 1-1. So we're like in contention. So like what happens is if you win the first half of the season, you win I think like 300 and $400 towards tickets for they have to be used, but they're for tickets for
so they're like ticket vouchers, so you win.
So you basically win.
Well, that's good. $300-400. That's probably half the cost.
This
of the
is all
ticket.
done by my buddy Cosmo, right? He puts this together,
Green
right?
King.
So it's like, so he's like, everybody pays in, and it's like, all right, so the first half winner, they get money that's supposed to be used towards tickets, right?
Mm.
And then like the second half winner, they get money towards tickets, and then they also get
That's
cash
cool.
payout too. So, but I mean, it's really cool, and yeah, we've been doing really well over the last couple of years with that, and our fantasy teams keep, that we co-manage together, do great. So yeah, he's
What's your nearest track?
so the two nearest tracks are Kansas City and also Phoenix.
Mm.
I think, and then also, I mean, if we want to throw in Vegas as well, I mean, those tracks are the closest
Mm.
in proximity to what we have.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like, well, I'll follow the Formula One. That my nearest track's probably 90 miles away. So what's it with you?
Oh,
About 100 miles?
oh no, we have at least like seven to, anywhere between 700 to 900 miles is the closest track.
Wow,
I think.
wow. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Kansas was 700.
Damn.
Kansas City to here, 700.
It's like a half a day
Oh man,
drive. Yeah.
man, I clip. Oh man, I rock that shit out, man. Too. I get all in my fucking zone, and once I get hyper vigilant
Jeez.
on something, it's like I get focused. It's like you will not keep me from this mission. Like I'm the dad. Like prairie dog it. Like remember that rat race movie?
Yeah.
Where like when he told his kid to stick his
Cuba
ass
Gooding
out the
Jr.
window.
Hmm.
The fucking had his kid sticking his ass out the window to take a shit. It was hilarious.
Oh my
Man.
god.
Oh man, Cannonball Run was my shit.
Oh, please. We've talked.
Mm.
Oh my God. That's
Mm.
one of my most favorites. I mean, one and two, and
Both of
also
them, yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit was first. And then that was all done. Cannonball Run was done all by Hal Needham, which was the stunt. Uh, what the Once Upon a Time in America was based on the guy who wrote and directed Smokey and the Bandit, which is his first movie. And then like his second and third movie were Cannonball Run, and they were all like these high speed. And
Mm.
I loved cars. I had nothing but Matchbox cars, and like I've been obsessed with cars my entire life. So yeah.
Yeah. Danny Chaz is more of a Vespa man.
All I know is I actually owned a car that was in Cannonball Run, so I'm happy. Well, it was a later version, but it was a Conquest TSI, and at the year that I had was like the fastest production. Yeah, it taken over from the GNX that very next year, because it was the '88 GNX, and then the very next year was the Conquest TSI, which was the basically a collaboration between Chrysler and Mitsubishi. And that was like the first car that I got out of my high school. Oh, look at that.
That's good. Look at him
I
go.
love it.
Beep beep.
Oh, scoop, scoop, motherfucker. All right, with
love
that,
it, dude.
I will catch y'all later. Y'all have a beautiful Sunday night, and I will see you on the internets. Jeff Denning _ art on Instagram. And that's all I got to say.
I didn't get a chance to ask you though, man. How did your test go? Or did you get your studying done, or did you
Dude,
test, or did you do
knocked
your
it
prep?
out? Yeah, man. It's 100%. So
Congratulations,
we were
by the
having
way.
good times over there, man. I'm super excited. And it was about as smooth a transition as you could possibly make it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I got a busy week coming up. Starting Wednesday, it's going to be on from there. So
You gonna
I've done
be
all the prep work,
joining the
and
sesh?
I'm going to try. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be there till like super late, I don't think. But man, I don't know what's going on.
I didn't know if you knew what your
Yeah.
hours were gonna be yet. That's all.
I think the best part is that no one knows what's going to happen starting Wednesday. We're all jumping in the pool
Wednesday's the
together.
first open. Is that
Mhm.
is that like, are you guys doing a soft, or is that like a
No,
hard?
that's like the first. We've already done all the practices and all that. So yeah, man, it's you just don't know. We're all in this together. It's the grand opening, and we've already had people like trying to get in the building before we're open. You know what I mean? They're just like everyone's interested in what's going on, what we're doing. So
Well,
that's a
salute
good
and cheers.
sign,
I know
man.
you got shit
Yeah,
that you got to do. Much love.
yeah. So
Congratulations on your test, and
thank
have a
you.
great weekend. Hope to see
Yeah,
you over the weekend.
faux show.
Much love to you, homie.
Yeah, I'm gonna stuff myself with some steak. So
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, I'll see y'all
nice.
soon. Much love.
See you later,
Peace,
mate.
Dev.
Later.
Bye bye.
I will be back in just a minute.
I was gonna
Okay,
say,
Becca.
Bex, how are you? All right, so Danny, what's goody, man? How you been, man?
I'm all good, brother. Are you sweet?
Yeah, dude. Like yeah, we good.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, we good.
How was Blur Reality on Friday? Any good?
I think it was good from what I
I
heard.
thought we had a good time. Did you have fun? Yeah,
I
done
did.
about 4.5 hours, didn't we? So anyone who hasn't yet, go over to Blur Reality Weekly over on Twitch. You'd have to look it up. It's all one word. And it's me and Boogie's channel where we don't give a fuck. And we do a good show on there, and we play some clips that we ain't going to be able to play forever as soon as we become monetized and people start noticing us. But right now, it's a Wild West. So come over there and see me and Boogie and Blur Reality Weekly where we have fun.
And right now we're kind of like free form and structure and everything like that. We've got some plans for you guys, but
Yes, sir.
life has been life for Danny and I over the last couple of millennia. We'll just say that. Feels like millennia, but no. There's a whole lot of stuff coming up, and that for Blurred, for the sesh, for b-boys, for it all, man. Like we are continuing to grow, and like Birdie, I see Birdie in the house, and salute to Birdie for always supporting everything that it is that we do. Family, we love you and we appreciate you being here. And all the Oklahomies, as always. And Becca doesn't feel comfortable being on screen with me anymore, so
No, she always leaves when you turn up.
yeah, man. I think
No,
she
man,
was
I'm
missing me.
yeah. So apologies for anybody. I've been disappeared over the last couple of weeks again. I've mentioned it at the top of the show, but there's some more people watching now. So yeah, apologies for me not being around as much as I should have been the last few weeks. And I'll start DJing again soon and streaming with Stu and get back right into it. Probably over a little bit of turmoil for another couple of weeks, but after that, I should be back full blown and at 100 miles an hour on my scooter, running it red till it's green.
Hey, you know what? Can I give you so check this shirt out, man.
I see that shirt, yeah.
So look, it says plant manager, right? So who bought this shirt for me?
Baby Boogie.
My mom.
All right. Yeah, that's cool.
She
That's
was
a
like,
cool shirt.
I knew you. I was like, oh, I was like, I love it. She was like, I knew you would. I was like, fuck yeah, I love that one. Man, hell yeah, man.
No,
And
that's cool.
I saw Mikey yesterday, and I got to play on a Rev 7. They have a Rev 7
Oh yeah.
in the shop.
What did you think? Is it mechanical? What did you think?
I'm depressed, Danny.
This is going to be one of them. Why didn't I do this earlier? One of them conversations. Why have I been lumping this equipment about all these years?
I'm depressed, Danny.
Really? Is that good? Yeah.
I'm depressed, Danny.
Shit.
I'm having a psychiatric moment, Danny.
Is it better than using the phases on tables?
No, as far as yeah, yeah. I I didn't get a chance to like I don't know to be able to answer that question, because like the and I can't fairly assess that because like I've my phases are a little bit older and shit, and like I've got
Mm.
it'll. But I will say that when it comes to every single detail and every single thought that went into that piece of equipment is amazing
Mm-hmm.
because believe it or not, when I talked to the homie Silos, like like last week or maybe a week and a half ago when I was asking him about mixers and getting advice and talking to him about things, he actually and the some of the beat junkies, but he specifically helped design and had input and design and feedback on that specific uh controller. And I will
Mm-hmm.
tell you, man, like, dude,
Has he got the talk?
does it have the what?
The talk, you know, the
The torque? Yes. I mean, listen, Danny, bro, this motherfucker, like, listen, and I could hook turntables into it, so I could be
there's
the
4 channels
controller.
on it. Yeah.
And well, there's not 4 channels, but you can go A and you can just switch over, right?
Right.
But there's listen, that was sick is like on each of the sides, right? They've got a button where you can hit where it says instant scratch mode, right? So if you had anything queued up on a 12 or anything sitting over to the side, then you hit instant scratch mode. It automatically puts it into line through into it, right? You
Mm.
could just do your thing, right? And then go right back into it, and it pops the channel right back on, right? Like I'm Danny. Everything was thought about. That I could like there was and I went through and remapped it as far as the way I thought about how I wanted it to be, and like it was there is anything and everything about that fucking thing that is perfect, and there's so much more that I have, like, of course, I didn't, I don't know all the bells and whistles. That was my
Mm.
first time getting my hands on it, but I was like, all right, the way that I mix now with the equipment that I have, I was in there practicing doing that and was starting to play with some of the other things, but just the way of the navigation and the loading and the manipulation of the decks and everything like that, man, like it was beautifully. Like I was able to start doing some transition and some blends and some mixes that normally are very arduous, and like I was just pulling some shit off that was crazy as hell live while I was in the middle of the store. I was lost in my own zone. I know I was in
Mm.
there for like good 3-4 hours, like just cracked out. It took me a good 45 minutes to get everything downloaded because I had to upgrade. Like I did the one thing I said I was never going to do, Danny, and that was update my Serato, and I update it to the newest version.
Mm.
So that means that I'm going to have to pay and up upgraded my, because I was before, if you didn't upgrade to like the newest 3.0 whatever
Yeah.
Serato,
I'm at
then you
2
didn't
dot
have,
something. Right.
right, and that's what I
Mm.
was before, and you didn't have to pay for the additional upcharge for
Oh,
Serato.
so the new Mark mixer won't let
Now,
you unlock the source it Serato Pro Plus or something.
so yeah, no, it was no, it will, but see what the thing that they don't tell you is that like the I love that new Mark mixer, and the reason
Mm.
why I recommended it to you because it
Yeah.
not only came with the Pro unlock, but it came with the DVS unlock, right?
Yeah.
So those are two things that Serato charge separately, or you've got to get a suite and a suite, or like they have
What's the
subscription tiers.
DVS?
So
Is that the
I
video?
that's no, it's not. That's just it's the digital vinyl. So it's the way that the time code syncing to work with the external devices that have
Okay.
like motorized platters and stuff. Becca's never gonna come back, is she? If we're talking about this shit.
Yeah, no, she's cool.
But no, I mean, like, but yeah, Danny, I'm gonna let you know, like, I'm depressed.
Oh shit! Which one of them run? How much money? What we
So,
talking?
like, the brand new ones are. Let me look and see how much brand new are right now.
1,000 plus.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Like, so this one is $1,400 at his shop used, and this is a 2022. This is like the very first fucking.
I'm not paying
model, right?
$1,400 for anything used. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like brand new. Where they
If
at?
a used one's $1,400, a new one must be $2.5 grand.
They normally are, yes, sir.
Yeah.
But let's see here. But let me see. Sweetwater.
Yeah, but Mikey works at
They've
that
come
store, doesn't
down.
he?
They've come down. So it's
Yeah, Mikey's saying
there's
2K.
$1,759.
Hmm. But Mikey works at the store, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Come on, Mikey.
No. That is absolutely not even anything that can happen or would happen or
Yeah,
no. Absolutely not. Like, no, fuck that. That is not cool. That is not cool, and that's against policy, and that could get him fired. So that is something that is not even
yeah, but he could leave something
negotiable.
out in the dumpster by mistake, and someone could come by and pick up said thing.
I don't want no part of it.
I'll do it and post it to you.
If you want to do that, then that listen, man. Yeah, no, not there's no shenanigans like that.
No,
That's
no
just won't happen.
shenanigans.
Yeah, I can't even say it, but man, Mikey, thank you so much for letting me play with that. I'm trying to figure out some things, but like we'll figure it out, man. It is what it is, and what it is will happen. Maybe not this one might be the right one, but the next one might be the right one. We'll know. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's
We'll see
start a
how it
GoFundMe.
goes. Man, I'm just trying to get this business up and running, man. So, you know, I mean, like that's what I want to do is just get all of this shit like legitimate and
I mean, that'd
going.
be once you get going properly and legit, that'll all be tax deductible. So that's something else to think about.
Well, that's that
Mm.
too,
I mean,
right?
you won't get it for free, but there'll be a percentage of it that you can reclaim. Yeah.
Hmm. Absolutely. And
Mm.
what's dope about it is like I just, you know, went ahead and sent out some an email to the HOA to try to book some gigs with the HOA, the
What's the
DJs.
HOA? People don't
Oh,
know.
the community
Mm.
that puts on like community events. You know how we have
Yeah.
these organizations that are like neighborhood organizations that
Yeah.
we have to pay money into to keep like standards up and all that shit. Like it's
Yeah, I
a
know.
blackmail
Yeah.
system, right? Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that's that. But they put in that, and I've done like the the picnic and like the trunk or treat and
Hmm.
like that pool party.
They do like a swap meet or anything like that, or
So what I'm trying to do is actually I'm proposing to do like at least like several pool parties over
do you do
the
boot sales there, where you pull up and sell from the trunk of your car?
I understand what you're saying now, like trunks. Like yeah, I understand those. We call those flea markets and swap
So
meets
it's
and
the flea
stuff like
markets and the
that.
swap meets.
Yeah,
Yeah. So when we have them,
but
we call them boot sales because we open the back of the car and we sell from the back of the car.
not so much like that. What you're saying, like in the community up here, but that would be an interesting thing. What's
Hmm.
really in the community? There's like Facebook pages, right?
See, because you could
And
go to them with a controller and sell mixtapes, couldn't you?
Mhm, mhm,
And so you could be doing a little while you're promoting the mixtapes, yeah.
mhm.
Like that. Because I've seen that going on here, so I was just for myself,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna get me a fucking like, I'm gonna get like the controller is the real thing that's gonna happen. I mean, that's ultimately
yeah.
what's
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
But
And now that I found out that
we're
I can use it
dinosaurs,
as a
aren't we, me
mix
and you?
or
So we
no.
need to catch up, I think.
Hmm?
But we're dinosaurs, aren't we? Like we need to catch up. We need to get the Rev 4s and the controllers and the more up to date PCs
Both.
for both of us to move forward in what
No,
we're
I
doing.
mean you need both. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I mean, do you plan on going out and gigging?
Yeah, because
Do you want to carry? Do you want to do the turntables? Or are you
I'm
going to
not sure
play
about going out and
practice?
gigging, but I want this what I'm doing now to turn into my living.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I would be going hosting things and having music played and things like that would be the next step, I would think, for me to go and do it.
So
To
my
go
question
host
is,
or do
yeah.
15 minutes or no, like my next step from this would be me doing stand up or doing hosting or like you said, DJing and just bringing a vibe to a party. Yeah, but I'd
So
probably
my
be using.
question is would you be bringing your vinyl with you?
No, I'd get control like what you're talking about.
So yeah, I mean, absolutely. Then I would
Mm.
100%
I
buy.
like turntables because I like turntables, but they're not practical.
No, because you have to bring tables. You have to have a heavy table. You
Amps,
have to
everything.
have
Yeah,
no amps.
but you if you're going and you're taking everything with you, you still got to have amps and speakers. But this the what people don't realise is when we call
Oh,
them
you get
wheels of
listen.
steel, they
Fuck.
are they've got steel plates in the bottom of them. They're fucking heavy.
Well,
You know what
they're
I mean?
heavy on purpose because of bass resonance, right?
Mm,
So you want to have the heavier the turntable is better because what'll happen is you want to for the folks out there they like anytime that bass
mm,
drops it vibrates the needle, right? And you'll get that hum. Like for the folks that are old enough to remember making and recording any type of records onto a tape, right? For the folks that remember, if people were walking around, you could hear footsteps. So like for me,
mm.
when I was doing mixtapes, of course I was like in the middle of the night
Same as me, middle of the
when
night.
the whole apartment building was as quiet as it was
Fuck up.
going to be. My parents were
Yeah,
asleep,
yeah.
and I'm
Mm.
just it's
My friend Rupert, he's passed away unfortunately. He used to do
yeah.
mixtapes for me. And he's Barbadian, and you would hear he would still do the tapes with tapes, and you'd hear as the tapes are going on, you hear him go, "Yes, sir." Like as he's getting into the music, you'd hear him say things like that, and then you'd hear, "Woman, hush up!" Like every now and then, like when she's in the other room and things like that. Yeah, shout out to Rupert, man, love that dude. Yeah, but yeah, man, I know what you're saying. But so you're hooked on this Rev 4, but it's depressed you.
Rev 7. Yeah.
Sorry, Rev 7, Rev 4. Why did I say Rev 4? Rev 7, yeah.
Because there is a Rev 5. There's a Rev 1, there's a Rev
Mm.
5, and the Rev 7. The Rev 7 is the motorized one.
Yeah, that's what I was
And
saying. It's the mechanical one, yeah, from earlier.
down to the being able to
Does
control
it
the
feel
grip.
like vinyl, the wheel?
Yeah.
They put the grooves on the wheel.
Yes.
Mm.
They
See,
did it. They did
that's
a
a big thing for me. It has to feel like vinyl. Like the controller I've
the
got
outside of the platter
Pioneer.
feels like the outside of a platter of a vinyl. It's not. You could tell it's not as heavy as the steel plate on top of it, but like you can feel that it's like aluminum. You know what I mean? And I was because how I and how I mix is like by slowing it down. My drawback, and I don't know if it's a setting and due to limitations
Mm.
with my PC or my laptop or the equipment. Um, but the only thing that I was saying is the way that I mix, of course, is like I'm constantly like pushing either the plate, giving
Mm.
resistance to the plate, to slow it up and keep everything like blended, right? And
Yeah.
when
I use the knobs on the
I was
side, yeah. The
when I
knobs on
was
the side,
being
you're stroking them.
yeah when I was being aggressive with it or kind of just like doing it like I would I noticed that there was audio jitter, like the audio, because it was like it was trying to figure out, and but and then of course the queuing situation and hearing that, but again, not having, because
That
I
sounds
was
to
a
me like
complete
it'd be
dumbass.
settings.
Yeah, and
That's
there's a
such a
lot of
basic problem. It sounds like it'd be a settings issue.
drivers and updates.
Yeah.
That controller didn't have the newest firmware upgraded into it, and I was trying to get just as because I had to do all of this other shit. It's like I'm not updating this firmware package because it came in the way it came in. The last thing I am going to do is touch this and change that piece of equipment in any way.
Update it. Come on, man.
And then all of a sudden it's bricked now, and I was the one that hooked up to it, and I'm like, oh my god, no, I won't fucking do that. So I didn't touch that shit at all. Like Mikey be like, you break, you buy. I'm like, oh fuck, Mike.
Like he's breaking buying it in the background.
Yeah, you break, you buy.
No, don't
Mr.
do
Mike,
it.
Mr. Mike, you have a gun at me like, yeah, fam, you ain't gonna leave here. We're gonna need the pink slip to that truck or something, man. Like, no. What's up, Becca? Why'd you
Hey,
leave? Did
Boogie.
you have to go poop?
No, I had to pee, but
Oh, well,
I've
that's
been
cool.
here a minute,
I,
and
I hope
Come on,
everything
man.
came out all right.
I needed a nosh, and
How have you been doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Life is
Good.
good. And I have lots of shit I can complain about, but life's good.
You have a lot of
You know
shit you can complain about and you never do.
why?
You don't know. You
There's
just
not
never do.
anything. I
You
can't
always
change
go to me.
anything.
I can complain about shit, but I don't, and I respect that. Yeah.
I have learned that if it is out of my control, there's no sense in. I'm not gonna say there's no sense because life's, but the things that are out of my control, I let go
Good for you.
Good
because
for
I
you.
can't
That's a
change
very
anything about
difficult
it.
thing.
Listen, it took years
I'm almost there.
and a lot of work,
Mm.
but
You know
I'm
what I
almost
end
there with
every
that
stream
attitude.
with? What I
Yeah.
say? I say that
Yeah.
exact thing at the
You
end of
say
the stream.
keep it positive, keep it pushing, keep it pumping. There's a lot of P's.
You just can't control the things that happen, or you can't change a thing that happens in the past, and you can't predict the future. All you can do is take the proper preparations in the present to prepare the future that you want it to be, and some
And if it
sort.
doesn't work out, stab it.
Well, that's always. I mean,
When in doubt,
I,
When in doubt,
it's always good to have one or few knives on you, or implements of whatever.
yeah, man. I got nail clippers. That's sort of like a knife, and the ones that make it smooth. You know, what's it, a file?
a file. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my road rage weapon of choice.
I've grew up having pocket knives since like I got man.
Oh, I've got a
bringing
really good pocket
knives
knife.
to
I'll show
school
you it next
since
time in my
fucking
van.
second grade.
I've got a really good one in my van. I'll show you it next time.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
one of those box cutters, like the ones with the razors on them?
I've got one of them as well, but I've got like a proper camping one there. It's got a saw on it and shit like that.
Ah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But you'll dig it the most.
Like a Swiss Army knife.
It's like a Swiss Army knife, but it's some other company that makes them there, and
Yeah.
they're the best ones now.
I guess they call it a utility. No, 'cause
Yeah,
that's box cutters.
Multi-tool, like
But
Leatherman, those
yeah,
things. Yeah.
I called it my
too.
road rage tool. So if anyone comes up at me, they get in their armpit. When anyone reaches into the car or anything,
the
Good
armpit.
ball of quarters.
yeah, it's a nice place to put it. The armpit, yeah, boom. It's a close quarters thing, like the Uber driver you had, didn't it?
y'all remember those? And I think they still sell them now. What's up with those? Because I never did get those, like those those sticks that they like will, especially they market them towards women. Like they're like those
Okay.
little, like they're like black sticks over here, and they're circular dowels. Remember, do you know what I'm talking about, Becca? They're like where
It
they tell you to
extends.
keep a no, not one of those, not one of the
No,
whack-a-mole
they're
ones.
awesome. They
No,
are. Yeah.
no, like it was just they're called like kudo sticks or I don't know, like,
Hmm.
Cooter
but like,
sticks.
but they're like right, but like there was something that they have women put on their keychains and like you can use them to
Oh
strike
yeah, I
and
know what you mean. Yeah,
jab
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
whatever, but they're just like a round dowel and it'll have like
Yeah.
some grooves for you to hold
It's to
on
make
to.
someone who grabs
I
you
know
let
what you're
go.
talking. Yeah, I know what
So
you're
Yeah.
you do
talking
know
about.
those. But like
Yeah.
I mean like and honestly, I mean I guess that is going to give you something to have to hold at least to hit a motherfucker with.
It's not
But
to hit them with. It's to make them let go long enough
well,
for you
yeah,
to
you're
Hmm.
supposed to know
to
where to
raise an
hit them.
alarm. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
if they
yeah.
grab your arms and shit,
Yeah,
and
no,
put you in a struggle snuggle, you done. Like that.
Well,
no,
yeah, it
that'll
never
make them
made
let
sense
go.
that it was like a
Mm.
keychain.
Yeah, because it
Like you're
was
supposed
like
to put it
big
on
as
your
Yeah.
keychain
fuck.
because your
Yeah,
Mm.
keychain's in your purse.
and it's like if they were they were like at least you know what I mean. Like they were yeah.
I mean,
Oh, I
my
made one
keychain
for Kelly.
has a big old long lanyard on it, but
I made
that's
one
so I
for
can find
Kelly.
it.
She was working in a bad neighborhood, and I made one for Kelly because she had to walk through this bad neighborhood to get where she was going. And it was basically the steel conduit pipe with the circular box on the end, and I filled it with concrete and then screwed it shut. So it was like a short thing about this long, but it'll brain you. Yeah, it'll do more than let you go. You'll be dancing a jiggle around the floor. Yeah,
Mm,
sort of thing. But yeah, I thought she still got that. She used to call it a basher, and
right?
she used to carry it in her purse. So like, if anyone, she could. Yeah, she would walk along with her hand on it when she was going through the bad neighborhood. Yeah.
Becca, have you ever carried anything like of personal defense,
Hmm.
like mace
Absolutely.
or what have
Yeah,
you
why
Not
not?
carried?
mace. I can't. Well, I
Are you
carried a knife.
comfortable? You
Yeah.
carried a knife. What kind of
Hmm.
knife was your favorite knife that you would carry?
Did it have a compass on it?
I don't know that. I don't know that. I mean, it was just a. It was a pocket
Was it a
knife
folding knife?
that
Was it like
somebody.
folder,
Hmm.
or was it like this
It
just
would
like a straight
clip.
handle blade?
It had a clip, so I could stick it in my pocket, like clip it inside my
Mm.
Hmm.
pocket, or clip it on my waistband.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I wouldn't carry a purse.
Mm.
At least when I was, running the streets, I
Yeah.
didn't carry a purse. It was too much to hang on to.
Right.
So like I
Something might be
had,
grabbed from you.
my ID and money in my pocket and that knife.
Hmm.
I mean, I was especially when I was still in LA. We did a lot of stupid shit,
Yeah.
like hitchhiked and
Yeah.
did all the things, but it was always I was never solo.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was very rarely like totally by myself
May I
when I
ask you a
was running.
question?
Yeah.
As someone who's never hitchhiked, never, never hitchhiked, tell me, what's that like? And how much did you hitchhike? Did you ever like hitchhike like far like
No.
please tell me about tell me what you would do.
No. We would hitchhike instead of like taking the bus
Yeah, yeah.
to get like from where I lived in Glendale
Mm-hmm.
into Hollywood. That's about as far as we would. I guess one time we kind of hitchhiked down to Long Beach, but it was
That's
a dude that had like a old limousine,
Mm.
and there was like 6 of us girls.
Did I tell you
So
about the time I got picked up at the side of the road when I
Hold
was
on, I want
stranded?
to hear. No, hold on, stop for a second, Danny. Hold on, stop. Hold on. This sounds like this. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
All
she was
right. So
taking them.
she's
This is like Once
hitchhiking
Upon a
with
Time in
6
Hollywood shit.
girls, and she got picked up by a dude with an old limo, and you hit the
Yeah,
long. I want to know,
like old. It
like,
was not like it was
there's 6 of
hoopty
y'all
old.
together, so you're only catching someone with a minivan or like
Well,
some
yeah,
like large passenger vehicle.
we weren't like
And you
thumb out
decided to go with the
hitchhiking.
sketchy dude with the hoopty fucking limousine?
No,
That's
we weren't
fucking
like
ballsy.
we weren't like thumbs out like hitchhiking. It was somebody.
Ah,
I didn't initiate it. I think
got you.
Crystal might have initiated it, where she was
Somebody
like,
knew
"Hey,
somebody that was going that way, and y'all was like,
no," she just we ran into him outside a liquor store,
uh
and
huh.
she was like, "Hey, we need to get to Long Beach and back. Can you take us to Long Beach and then bring us back?" Yeah, it was.
That's awesome,
There were
though. I mean,
times. There were
woo.
times with
How
another
short
friend of
was your
mine.
shorts?
Huh?
How short was your shorts at the time?
Oh no, I was at jeans and boots. Like not
Mm.
jeans, but like Dickies and boots and
I just imagined hitchhikers in short shorts.
no. This was late 80s, early 90s. That
All
wasn't
right, it's like yeah.
I was in my steel toes,
Mm.
which I think is why people didn't really fuck with me. Because I
I,
would, I would shoulder
Becca has on
like
boots.
I had an argument with a cab driver that was bringing me home from a nightclub. So it was probably 2 or 3 a.m.
yeah.
And he threw me out of the car. And I was at the side of a like what you usually have called a freeway. And there was nowhere to walk, and it was like a grass verge, and the rain was coming down. And a car pulled over and said,
That's not
"Get
what I
in."
call a 3-way.
This is not a freeway, three
What's a
lane
three?
road, 6 lane road with grass either side. And dude pulled over and picked me up because he must have. I'd only be walking for 2 or 3 minutes, and dude, it's like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. Dude picked me up because it was so dangerous where I was, and I said, "He said we were on a car. I weren't going far. I was only going a few miles down the road," and told him where I was going, and he made a pass at me while I was in the
Mhm,
car.
mhm.
Yeah, and we're still in touch. Yeah, no. While we was in the car, he made a pass at me while I was in the car, and I wasn't horrible or nothing. I just like explained that I weren't into it, and he was cool about it and drove me home. Yeah,
I mean,
but he did
there's
try it on. I don't,
Uh,
like he did try it on with me, but
yeah, more
I'm
than
comfortable.
once they thought they were getting something, and
Yeah, he thought he was
like
getting something.
my
Yeah, but
my
he never got
friend
it.
was like, "Will you give us $20 so that we can drink?" And then they'd
Yeah,
think that they were, gonna swoop us up after, and we
laters. Yeah, yeah.
thanks for the
I,
$20.
Now, this dude was pretty cool about it. Like he just sort of like subtly put his hand on my knee and stuff like that while he was driving along, and like he just like he was testing the water, and I explained to him that the water was cold, and yeah, that was an experience in my life. Yeah, I was
Freezing.
only young. I was I was about 19, so like 18 or 19. You've seen the pictures. I was a catch.
You were. You absolutely were. You still are.
Thank you, Becca. Yeah.
there was a server that did that to me when
Mm.
I was working at Applebee's at this time. I was at college, and we had like the tradition, like when everybody was closing and shit. Normally, people would gather and go to somebody's spot and drink, smoke, fucking unwind for the night if no one had any plans going on or whatever. Spot was determined over at this spot, this homie spot. No one else came. Shit, man. I'm sitting over there. We're playing video games. We're playing Mortal Kombat or Madden or something like that. Smoking a joint, passing it back and forth or whatever. And the homie just nonchalantly, and I had always like kind of could like tell, you know what I mean? Like wasn't sure, but it was like I was just like, because it was the '90s too, so of course people were very much closeted and not
Yeah.
comfortable to
It's
expose their
awful, wasn't it, for
sexuality.
people?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
horrible for what I
Mm.
mean. And the homie was like, I got some video games in the bedroom in there, or however he said it to me, man. Like, so like it was like, oh, we can play this in the other room or some shit like that. And I just was like, nah, we good right here, fam. Like, like I'm good right here. Like we good right here. Like everything's
Yeah.
just fine right here.
Mm.
Now pass that joint.
I've
We
had
gonna
it 3,
smoke this
4,
joint
5 times, yeah. But
real quick.
I'm like,
No, I mean it's no big deal as long as they
no, I
don't make it
always
mad
feel
aggressive.
like,
I don't
oh,
give
that's
a shit.
cool.
But it's just that was
Yeah.
out of the blue where I wasn't expecting it. Like you know what I mean? Like
No,
I have
I've
my
never
guard down.
expected
I'm
it when
playing
it's
video
happened.
games
Yeah.
and like someone was just like bloop, and I'm like, oh fuck. You know what I mean? Like this is not my get down, right? You know what I mean? Like it's just like the same as a female, like being approached by someone and you're like, I
Exactly,
don't
yeah.
want to fucking, I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? Like even the females too that approach like, nah, bitch, I'm married.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm low key flattered by it. Like I was like, oh, cool. I was like, gay dudes like me. I was like, I took it as a compliment.
Oh, so you were like, you was like, I got my belt and shoes match. Like, yeah,
No,
your
I
skinny
wasn't
jeans
like
on.
rude or anything. I was just like, no, I don't get down like that. Or
He was like, I
someone I
knew I
was
was
here.
slaying in this outfit tonight, bitch. He came home to Kelly.
Kelly. I did. I went straight indoors. Went
This
Kelly.
outfit fucking slays, Kelly.
I went back indoors. I went, Kelly, you're a lucky woman. This bloke was all over me like a rash tonight, and I was like that, like,
What'd she say?
She just like laughed. She just think it's funny, But like, it's like I'm gonna say I was flattered by it, and I took it as a compliment. Like some people take offense, and that not me. I was like, oh, this is like the one place, like in the guy's
Have a
defense,
great
one of the
one,
places I was in was a gay bar.
Yeah.
And the girls I was with, some of the girls I was with were gay, and they explained to the guy that I wasn't. Oh, there was one guy was mega. One dude was mega aggressive with me when he found out I was straight. He was like, he called me a bitch and all sorts, yeah, and stomped off in a huff. And that was one of the nights. That one really made me laugh, yeah, like because some of the girls I were gay, and the guy was talking to me and bought me a drink and stuff. And we're chatting away. I was talking to him for like 15, 20 minutes. I'm just oblivious, just thinking, this is a nice dude, like just friendly dude. And one of the girls who knows me come over and said to him, you do know he's straight. And he went, and he looks at me with like, I've been wasting my time look on his face, called me a bitch and stopped off. And I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah. But I was amused by it. It was funny to me at the time, yeah. Yeah.
Were you engaging?
Yes, but I didn't know I was. I didn't know that I was. Like when I think back, I think shit, I was giving off a vibe.
You knew where you were at though, right? You were clear.
Yeah, I knew exactly where I was at. Yeah. No, I was like, there was a bar we used to go to, and it was open until 6 a.m. So like,
So you were just being a tease on purpose, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I was
That's why he
really.
called you a bitch.
He did call me a
Exactly,
bitch. I
because you
think I
were
might have
being
been.
a
Yeah,
you
no.
were
If
you
I
were
look
being a
back at
tease. You were
if I
being a
look at back,
fucking
I
tease.
was. I'm not even gonna deny it. I was, but I didn't realize that I was.
Ain't nothing worse than a tease, man.
I was touching his arm and like for free Mississippis and things like
See, you
that.
know what I mean? And you went, and the fact that
You were
I'm
not.
sure, given the fact that you probably went to the bathroom a couple of times, and
Yeah.
given the fact that you have your
And he
habit
went.
that you cheeks out.
Because
I mean, he was
Oh
cheeks
yeah, I did a
out
cheek
at the
out thing. Yeah,
pisser.
yeah, yeah.
He was cheeks out
Yeah.
at the in the pisser.
we know
I
how
was.
you
It was
use the
aggressive.
urinal, sir.
Yeah. That's a bit aggressive when you're there. Yeah. But this place, it was called Reflections, and it was in an area
He
in
said
front of the.
he said that was a bit aggressive. He said that. That's what you said. That's what you said. I'm not trying to make it the sesh. I'm just saying.
No, but this is a true story that I'm talking about. I'm not exaggerating. I'm making anything up. Yeah. At a sesh, I might colour it in a bit, but like this was, this
Oh, what?
dude. I had an argument once
Never.
that I was in
He
that
said,
that
"Yeah, there it
bar.
is."
I was in that. I was in that bar one night, and it got a bit aggressive. I can't remember. Oh, I remember why. Yeah. So it got a bit aggressive because I'd done something wrong, and this dude starts screaming and shouting at me. And me being just me and the stupid shit that I say, you've heard me before. I said to this guy, "What are you gonna do, sweetheart? Scratch my eyes out?" Like in a fight back sort of way. And because he was being aggressive to me, calling me names and things like that.
You gonna scratch my eyes out?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, sweetheart? Scratch my eyes out. It was like one of them. I just said it at the time to get a rise out of him because he was being mega aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, word got round because it was funny what I said, and word got round town that I'd had this argument and said what I said, and I was at my mum's house. I went into my mum's house, and my mum said to me, "Oh, I heard about you the other night arguing with people in Reflections." I went, "Oh yeah," and my mum says to me, she goes, "Word of warning, don't start getting into fights with them people because they fight like women with the strength of men." I went, damn. She went, you're biting off more you can chew in there, like getting aggro in them places. Calm yourself down. Yeah. Yeah, word got back to my mum about that one. Yeah. But yeah, I actually go there all the time. It was like, but it was like, it was a known, I can say, is it gays all right to say it? It was a gay bar, yeah, and nightclub, and it was open until 6 a.m. But it was 50-50. There was straight people there, gay people there. It was just a place we all went where that went on, and it weren't like it was just where we went. Everybody met up there.
It was a rave type spot.
Yeah, and it was like there was never no trouble there or nothing like that. So it was a good spot to hit, like, you know. But it was
I used to go
yeah,
to the gay bars all the time.
yeah, they're fun.
It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, most of the people in gay bars are straight.
Not most. But
I'm just trying to justify myself.
there's definitely a percentage.
Yeah.
I certainly wasn't the only straight woman in there.
I used to have fun in them anyway. Yeah.
But I think straight women are more apt to go.
Yes, because they're not going to get bothered by people. Yeah.
Right.
There's more. They are going to get bothered, but there's less being bothered. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you put those words together. Less being bothered.
Less being bothered. Yeah.
Less being bothered.
No, a straight girl going into a lesbian bar. That's a different story.
Yeah,
that's what I heard. Lesbian bothered.
Story.
I know you.
You heard three-way and not freeway.
It's a double entendre. So it's less being bothered, but lesbian bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't
know.
know what a freeway over there is, but I know what a freeway over here is.
Yes, it's a large road.
Multiple lanes.
It's Jennifer Hart's dog.
What?
Jennifer Hart, it's her dog. Remember that Heart to Heart? Who's this?
Mm.
The
I'm
TV
Max.
show?
Yeah, do you
What?
remember that?
Yeah.
I'm Max. And their dog's name was Freeway.
That's
Who's this? It's
right.
Freeway. Yeah. I used to love that
Right,
show.
because they found
Heart
that's
to
where they
Heart.
found it. Yeah.
Jennifer and Jonathan Hart
hmm
and Max.
My dad did an episode of Heart to Heart.
Did he?
hmm
I bet your dad done a lot of things I've seen, has he? Like if he done Heart
Probably.
to Heart, because it was always the same gang of extras and actors and everything in them.
I think he only did the one episode of Heart to Heart.
It's Heart to
Yeah,
Heart,
like-
one of the ones where it's done by the people at the end where you go, sit, boo, sit, good dog. Like
I don't
the
Ted Eubanks. Yeah, that was
I don't
Ted
think so.
Eubanks.
Ted Eubanks, yeah.
Question, Becca, because the anesthesia, like I've absolutely had like
Kelly's
some
just
issues
calling
this
me. I'll be
weekend.
back one sec.
Okay.
I've had some issues with this anesthesia whooping my ass, right? I've
hmm
lost a whole lot of memory, so forgive me. What'd your pops do again?
He was an actor.
I don't remember this at all.
Do you remember me sharing a picture from Halloween 2? Early days of the sesh.
You know, Becca, unfortunately, a lot of those days are
Yeah.
like I'm telling you, man,
Blurry.
this shit's been brutal.
No, I get it.
So no, there's a lot that
I get it.
and it's absolutely been something that's been bothersome to deal with, to say the least.
Are
right?
you I know you're with all the surgeries and all this stuff. I don't know how personally you are willing to go,
Yeah.
but are they testing like staying on top of what your, like what your iron is, what your,
Blood
all
work and
that stuff?
everything is,
Yeah.
dude. I have blood drawn monthly
Right.
at
But are they
minimum.
checking like your vitamin levels? Okay.
That specifically in everything.
Like a full CBC panel.
I get full
Yeah.
panels at least once a month. So back to Dad.
Yeah.
I remember something about Halloween too, because of course Halloween.
Mhm.
I love Halloween just like Mikey loves Halloween. I love
Mm-hmm.
scary movies. Or those early scary movies, not
Yeah. Yeah.
shit they have today. I don't watch any of that shit. But so what? So again, he acted in what part in Halloween 2 was he? Who was
He
in
was
Halloween 2?
one of the detectives.
Did he do any
Just
like a lot of speaking roles, or was he like extra or background? Or
no, he did speaking roles up until there was a strike. I think there was a writer's strike in sort of the late-ish 80s. He was getting, co-star and guest star roles. But yeah, commercials.
so the thing that he would be most recognizable for would be the Halloween.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you watch. Um,
Was he like was there a big commercial that he was in?
let's see. There was a Dr. Pepper commercial
Oh,
that ran.
I'm a pepper too.
This one was like Old West setting. I don't remember what he did in it. I just remember that.
That had to be cool growing up, though, man.
And then, yeah, I mean, yeah, I grew at theater was where his heart was. You know, TV, movies, and commercials were the money, but theater was where his heart was.
Did he
And
do a lot of
so
that?
he did a lot of theater. Yeah, he did a lot of theater. So I did a lot of hanging out in the green room and running
What were
around
some
the
of the
theater during rehearsals and shit.
What were
Cool.
some of the plays like? Was he like part of any major productions too at that time?
Not
At
like
that point?
Broadway level, but in LA, it would be like LACC, which is LA City College. They had,
Yeah.
still do, I think, one of the premier theater departments. So he went to college with like Cindy Williams and Mark Hamill and
I remember you talking about that
yeah,
now. You brought up Mark Hamill, and I was like, you
That's
said
new to me.
he
yeah.
went to college. Now that you said that, all you had to do was tap into my inner Luke
Tap into Star
Skywalker.
Wars.
You had to tap into my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't make me pull Darth Vader's off the
Yeah.
walls.
We went, my mom and dad, because they were still together, they went to the evening premiere, like the big premiere of it. But they had a matinee premiere for the kids. And so my aunt took me to that.
How cool is that?
Yeah. Mom still has, because it was tables, mom still has the star that was like on one of the tables that has Star
Oh,
Wars etched in
wow.
it. Yeah.
Do you know where
Yeah,
it
it's
is?
pretty cool. Uh-huh.
Can you take a picture
You
and
want
like
me
put
you
it
want me
in
to go get it? Hold
things?
on. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
Oh
yeah,
wow,
I'll
yeah.
be right
okay.
back.
Not even, but
I'll be right back.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Like yeah. Man,
Man, you love your Star Wars.
I do, man. I mean, like
That was my
honestly,
thing as a
bro.
kid as well. Star
Oh,
Wars. I had the Millennium Falcon, and I had the speeder, and
my parents busted their ass to do and get me like as much and as of the Star Wars toys they possibly could. That and the GI Joe, like you know what I mean. Like
I had that and the
yeah,
WWF toys. Yeah.
we talked about like definitely the wrestling toys, but like some of my favorite memories was were playing and getting the Star Wars toys and and playing
Because they
with
weren't
them.
easy to come by. I don't know what it was out there, but here they wasn't easy to
Well,
come
they
by.
were made in Cincinnati, Ohio, where I grew up, and then like they're like we could get.
Oh wow.
Oh my God, look at that! That's like a full blown like paperweight. Is that
Yeah,
like
that ain't
glass or
even.
is that
It's
plastic
I
pretty
or is that
wasn't
light. It had
expecting
resin?
that.
a base to it that has come off over,
But that's from
because
like
this
the
is
'77 premiere of.
mhm,
Wow,
like the big premiere in Hollywood. They had
that
a
is
whole bunch
so
of tables
cool.
set up, and so mom swiped it. She's like, I don't know if I was supposed to take it or not, but I did.
Mine now.
Mm.
Yeah, so this has been in my house my whole life,
That's so cool.
virtually. I
I
mean, I
will
was what,
text you
3
my
when that movie came out?
address. I'll text you my address and I'll pay for the shipping and handling. Don't worry about
Want to
that.
hold it for a minute?
Good
Yeah.
luck with
Yeah, let
that.
me hold on to it for a
But
minute. Let me see
okay.
that for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I'll put it like right here. I'll just put it right here, like this right there.
It's got a chip in it. But
It won't get
again,
it won't get a chip over here.
it's been around for a long, long time. Good luck with that. Yeah, it was.
So
Speaking of
Ghost is getting it rebased and everything.
speaking of 1977, Rebecca, do you want to see 1977,
Yes, I
Hell
Rebecca?
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Can you?
Ah,
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. That's cute.
That's my aunt, my dad's sister.
So that
Everybody thought
you're only
I was
about
the
3.
first.
How old are you in that
Yeah.
picture?
hmm
Around 3.
3, almost 4.
Oh man.
Yeah. I would
That's
go
cool.
spend weekends with her because I was the
Oh,
only grandchild yet, and I was the girl.
Kelly was pulling pictures earlier, Ghost, man. Oh yeah, that is another one. Yeah, Becca.
I love it.
I'm
And me
looking
at school.
for
That's me at
Yeah.
Hogwarts, Boogie.
That's at
oh
Hogwarts.
shit.
See, he's
Young
got the
Danny.
emblem on there and everything.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's the rugby top I got on. Yeah, that's the
That's that Hufflepuff and them's.
that's the England rugby top. Yeah.
I'm looking at pictures of myself right now that I'm looking to share. Hold on.
I'm looking at one, but there's other
Oh
people in the
shit, I
pictures
got
that I don't want to
19.
share
Well,
because they might not
that's the
want me to.
problem too. So hold on. This
Yeah.
is like a book that my grandmother put together for me before she passed away. But so this
Becca will
is
like
what
this one. We've only got 3 viewers, so
1977 Boogie looked like right here.
Aww.
yeah, it won't be no kid. Yeah, Becca.
Aww.
Me and young Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah. What year was that?
Oh,
How old were you
that's-
guys there, rather?
we're
70s.
young there. We were probably 18, about 19, I'd say there, because we're in Majorca, so we're probably about 19. Yeah, yeah.
I love it.
Skinny Chaz.
Yeah, I think the only other viewer is Kelly. It is.
I think it is us. I think it's just us and Kelly watching. Yeah, Kelly's.
Yep.
I'll just walk
Did I
by her.
tank your viewers when I came on?
No, I'd,
No.
Did I
I'd
spoil your
already
Black
signed
Panther
out,
party?
so people were leaving. I'd already said we'd already said our goodbyes, and people were going. Mm. But I don't care who's watching. If I cared about
I don't
viewers,
mind
I'd
this.
have
It's
give
been
up years ago.
forever.
Sorry.
I said I don't mind this. It's been forever.
Nah.
Let's see here. Hold on.
There's one's for you, Becca. I'm only putting these up for you, really. I don't care about viewers. That's me and Kelly with our ice creams. Yeah. I'm a lucky guy.
So that's what, early 90s?
Yeah, very early 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lucky I'm funny. That's all I can say.
Stop.
Yeah, there's me with a
I
beer.
just think it's awesome that you guys have so many pictures.
Kelly just takes
I
pictures.
wish I had pictures of myself from young adulthood,
Kelly's just always taken pictures.
Yeah.
It's her. I'll say to her all the time, you should take pictures professionally. And she's like, no. Like she hasn't got that in herself, but she has, But I just can't convince her of it. Like some of the pictures she's taken, it was like as good as any photographer's takes. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man. We've been together so long now. It's gone by so quick.
That's special.
Yeah. I'm definitely special, yeah. You can tell by this picture how special I am.
Really special, not
Short-
just short bus tinted windows.
Yeah, that's my short bus having a yawn picture.
What do you, if you guys, if there were any fucking
That shit
pictures
pop
of
like
me
a
at that
Sailor
age, oh
Man.
my God,
Yeah.
I was a whole mess.
I am
This is only a small book I'm flicking through, but every time I flick through it, I see it, I see another one. Yeah. But, yeah, young Charles. What's Boogie got? Boogie's looking for ones without other people in. Is that what you're doing?
And I'm at a I need. Yeah, I don't have.
Yeah, there's a few there I'd love to show you, but there's other people in it I wouldn't want to grab them up.
Yeah, and that's the whole get down of it, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking for. I've got to ask my mom, actually, for like where the pictures are, like the funny ones with me, like with all the beer, the alcohol fetal syndrome shit.
Oh, there's one with me and my dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good
Yeah,
picture right there.
Yeah.
Was that on holiday?
Yeah, he used to have like the mobile home. Like
Yeah.
yeah, we used to have one of them. We'd go there weekends and that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything here early at my
There's one here with my cousin, but lucky enough, she's my second cousin. You know.
There's one here with me, Iced Tea.
Is that you guys?
Okay,
Yeah.
Towhead. What?
You and
No,
Ice-T.
I need to see that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I need to see that again.
That raised more questions than answers.
That was at the Indy 500.
hmm
We were there with 310 Auto Sports.
What is on your head?
Which one are you?
Oh, some sunglasses.
Oh, is that your glasses?
Yeah, like, dude, that was like I hadn't, I was busy doing street team work, fucking running around and doing shit like that, and like I had glasses on, and I hadn't had a picture with him and shit because I was hustling and shit, and I was like, he was doing his shit, and I was just like, all right, let's keep it going.
Dope.
That's awesome.
As much as I'm having fun though, I've got to shut this down. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, my time. I've got to get up and work. So, Ghost Boogie, you got some shout outs? Becca, you got some shout outs?
Shout out to my
You know what?
homies.
I knew that was happening, but I just left you roasted. Yeah.
Shout out to my homies. Shout out to all the people that roll through the sesh and all of it. All the fam.
All of it, yeah. I'm going to shout out used to Ghost Boogie and Becca Boo. I'm going to shout out Birdie for hanging around. Thanks, mate. Mr. Mikey Unlikely. Shout out to Kelly. And what about you, Boogie? You got anybody while I'm setting up a raid?
Shout out you, shout out Becca, shout out all the Oklahomies, shout out to Jeff, shout out, of course, all the usual suspects and B-Boys Underground. Love you guys. This is always fun. And thank you for allowing me to.
You've got the open invite, you know that. Yeah,
I know
man.
I do. I appreciate it. I'm just saying. Thank you for allowing me to hop on right quick.
Right, we're going to go over to the Wichita Wonder. This is a dude I follow who plays Paul.
The what?
Very cool.
The who?
The what's it's the Wichita lineman, and he's on the line. Is it Wichita? How do you say it? Yeah, it's the Wichita. Yeah, the Wichita Wonder. He plays Paul. He goes and gambles and plays Paul and streams it while he's doing it in different pool rooms all over America. So, anybody who's still here?
Live on TV. Cool.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait.
I'm gonna raid right now. Bye bye. So we've raided out now. So anyone who's still here wants you in the book and all that jazz, I'll catch you later.